everyone wave. I had to find the right one because I'm blind. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to tonight's episode of Revenge of the Gith. We're on season 2 of episode 4. We are coming back after taking a nice, needed little break last week, but we're back here. And we have surprises, including a guest. We have a guest today, and we will get to that quite soon. As we're going to go around the table and everyone is going to introduce themselves, just kind of follow each other. If you need a prompt, I won't yell at you, but I'll be disappointed in you. But go ahead, Rob, tell us who you are, make us answer a really awkward question, all those great things.
Hey, hello everyone. I am Rappy Roland. I'll be your GM for this evening. I'm super excited, and we're actually going to have 2 awkward questions, except of course for a very special guest. So for you, I would like as our introduction. Imagine your character is in a corporate retreat, and they have to give an interesting fact to a bunch of coworkers. What interesting fact do they give? Everyone else, you're going to tell me and all the audience what you all have done on the journey into the Underdark, because we're going to start in media res inside the Underdark for, time.
Okay.
So that'll be your intro prompt.
Okay.
Well, great.
Hi, thanks for being on our show. But
it's your turn, Jamie.
Figure this out.
Go now.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. All right. Yeah. Hi, I'm Jamie. I am playing Tomlin. He's a Dwergar cleric, and he is really into knowledge. He's a smart guy. So at the retreat, he would probably God, that's a hard thing. I don't know why, but I think he would probably come up with some generic like I work too hard kind of thing, maybe, or maybe he would try to say that he doesn't necessarily have if he was a Dwergar retreat, everybody would be like really angry, so he would be like, he doesn't necessarily share all that hatred. You guys need to relax, and he thinks that the best way to do that is through meditation.
And you get like a lot of blank stares and nods, and then the person leading the tree is like, okay, so Greg, tell us about yourself.
All right, thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Montana. I play Throck the Unsatisfied, Crocodilian Circle of the Moon Druid. And I did say this the last time. So Throck did get a big barrel of mimosa. Like I wanted like a giant cask, like massive.
Sure, that travels really well. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's been drinking it quite readily throughout this entire time going in the Underdark. He's just been kind of every time they stop, he's just this big thing, kind of like on his back, drinking it. So that is what Throck has been doing.
Love it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Robin, and I play Proserpina, the Tiefling Arcane Archer and Budding Alchemist. And on our way to the Underdark, I've been trying to convince Honguzi of this really great idea I had. See, after we talked to the Molehill, I really got the impression that he was still in love with my mother. So, I thought, as soon as we finish this, what we need to do is we need to get them back together. Think we could call it the Drow Parent Trap. It's a great idea. Nothing could ever go wrong.
Listen, if there's nothing like Drow parents love more than a good trap, so. Great.
Okay.
No!
Yeah. Hi, I'm Ember. I'm playing Amara Wittershids. She's an interesting one. She's got quite a few classes. She's a wizard, a warlock, and a rogue. She's been around the place. As for what she's been doing, she has been trying to find ways to probably prank the other members of the party, because that is her way of trying to bond with the party. Except she doesn't understand how to prank people, and has more just been scaring the absolute shit out of people by transforming into hideous things through disguise self. And like sneaking up behind them because she's terrible at it. So that's what she's been doing.
So we've had a frank discussion between some of the party members in Amara as far as what constitutes a prank, maybe.
Mhm.
Because
Probably
I'm sure you have been hit by reaction, like some attack of opportunity.
Oh yeah.
As something spooky hides up. These are high level characters. They are.
I'm sure
paranoid
there's been
and
a like
twitchy.
stop it. She's gonna try eventually to do a proper prank.
And I can't wait to see it.
Hello, everybody. I am Obadiah. I'm playing Hong Huzi, half Drow Warden Extraordinaire, and Hong Huzi has been trying very hard to distract Proserpina whenever the topic of the certain conversation comes up, because you see there's this thing about Parrot Trap and the two child characters who enable it, and it's kind of predicated on there being this wholesome parental affection for like both the kids from all of the parents, and that's not to speak diplomatically, one might say that perhaps Hong Huzi's relationship with the Lady Hareem is lacking in mutual warmth.
We'll work on that.
There you go. That's step 2. Don't worry.
It's not much.
Hey everyone, I'm Val. This is my channel. Today I bring to you Anja. She's the half-drow blade singer who is chronically anxious and now also depressed, but is keeping her shit together for everyone else because they are depending on her. Somebody shoot me. As far as what she has been doing, I guess going to the Underdark 1, Amara learned very quickly you do not prank this woman. She did not react well. It wasn't a big drow energy well, but there was a lot of crying. And just not understanding why you would do something so horrible and so mean to her. Like, what did she do to deserve that? And it probably took you a minute to like, that's not what I meant to do. But she, I guess her whole thing was before she left town, she, I don't know if I talked to you about this, Rob, got a +1 rapier?
Sure.
Okay. And, yeah, that's me, and that's Anja.
Great. So, thank you all. And if the audience at large wanted to maybe make other actions not fast forwarded because we have a guest that I want to get to their cool things, how could they do so? Is it even possible?
Oh my god.
There must be.
So, okay.
It's impossible.
Okay, guys, I don't know if you know this, but we're a viewer-affected game. You can affect the game with your bits, subs, and donations. Every 100 biddies gives rerolls to anyone that you see here. Every subscription gives not 20s or not 1s to everyone that you see here. So, Obi, you gotta let me know where that goes. I can't read chat. You need to just tell me.
Okay, then. Okay, here's what I
Like, you need to tell us where that goes.
New meat, get nat 20.
I do?
New man.
Oh, new man. Okay, Jamie gets a natty. Okay. And if you just want to make some straight up crazy shit happen, because this is the stream to do it, and we all blame German, but
We do.
you could just donate $5 to Streamlabs or 2 coffees to my coffee, and it's a scaling scope, right? So like you do the minimum, you get the minimum, you do, and it just there's no goalpost. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. So yeah, that's what you can do here. And of course, it helps us support the stream so that we can keep shows like this going, and I can help make games for my friends happen. So without further ado, that's us. That's what we do. Rob takes away, fam.
Amazing. And taken away we shall be as we return once again to the world of Oreal, which almost 2 years ago now was thoroughly invaded by the Githyanki. Once thought of as merely extraplanar raiders, turned out to be an entire armada of floating magical ships with arcane, psionically powered ballistae. They swept upon the surface and put it entirely under martial law, and went down to the Underdark and told everyone there that they had a couple months to vacate or they would be caught in what they called the Purge, which is about as fun as the movie was. As the party found out, the Githyanki have been completely destroying the Underdark, ridding it of any trace of anything with both spheres of annihilation and moving walls of arcane fire. And so the party has done many things to attempt to thwart the Githyanki's plots upon the surface, and now are working for them and going into the Underdark. At the end of last season, the party was met by an illusion of Vlakith, the Archlich Queen of the Githyanki, who told them, you know, you go do this job for me, or else I'll just continue invading the surface of this world until maybe everyone dies, and then it'll be easier for me. Or you can just do this for me, I guess, and I'll just take a load off. So after that very generous offer was accepted, and the party took some time to prepare themselves on the surface, they are once again returned to the nearly featureless Underdark. This once lush place full of fungus and critters and insects alike is now almost entirely barren. But we're going to zoom past the party as they venture through the tunnels on the dark first and come upon a settlement. We see this large, almost caldera-like section of Underdark Cave, massive crater-like structure with a small plateau in the middle, with a equally large plateau coming down from the ceiling, and between it, buildings almost strung between like spider web built into this very strange natural rock formation, to the point that most buildings, if you're not looking right, look like they're just part of this strange interconnected web of spires of rock, is a city. We see Duragar and Drow and deep gnomes and people of all creeds mingling, not seemingly by choice. We see lots of disdainful looks and just general animosity, but we see, most importantly, massive arcane glyphs surrounding the entire plateau on both the top and bottom. As we see the only currently existing settlement known, at least to the party and known to the people here, left in the Underdark. We see the Enclave. And we come in and see a Duragar. What does he look like?
He is a kind of a feeble for his kind. He's a little bit skinny on the skinny side for a dwarf. He's older. He doesn't work out anymore. He doesn't swing his hammer very much. He's got just a lot of scrolls and scroll cases hanging off of his belt. He's balding with a big old beard, Gandalf style. It's got a lot of little trinkets in it, maybe symbols of Ioun. He's got a big eyeball tattoo on his bald head, on the top, and he's probably running to and fro, mixing healing potions and
Yeah.
brewing up.
Tending. to
healing
his charges.
salves and things. Yeah.
As you do so, you see bursting through the door with all the confidence that only someone backed by the mysterious and as of yet undisclosed council that runs this enclave can have. You see an old friend, we'll call him, a massive half-orc you know named to be Kajak, who you haven't seen since some things went very wrong. You see, not even acknowledging you, you see him stride towards one of your injured charges, one of these people who just came back from one of the many expeditions to this city, and just pick up their bag, start tearing through it, just throwing things onto the ground, and pulls out, well, make an Arcana check. Let's see if you can tell what he pulls out.
Okay. Let's see. Do you want me to roll in roll 20?
Yes, if you could.
Sorry, I should have set that up. Let's see.
No problem. You can just roll the d20 and then go ahead and tell me what you
Gotcha.
add in for now.
I will do. I can just add it on there. I have expertise in Arcana. So how's the 30?
Natural 20.
Sir,
That is
sir.
so perfect. Start us off well. Tomlin, the last expedition you went on for the city, you were charged with finding a very specific item. This is that item.
Oh, okay.
Yes. It is an object. It is essentially a anti-magic field creator. It can create a massive field of anti-magic.
And it was in this injured adventurer's bag.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what's he? Is he like
And
turning to walk
Kajak,
off with it? Or?
Kajak has it in his hand and is starting to just walk out. Hasn't even really acknowledged you exist.
I will say I will make sure that nobody's dying.
Mhm. Yeah.
Take a quick look around, and if nobody, I will go ahead and follow him and be like, "Hey, wait up! What? How'd you know that he had that? It's been a while." Just kind of like rambling as I try to catch up with him.
Yeah, you see as you yell after him, just like turns around and looks at you, eyebrow raised. Don't you have weaklings to tend to?
Yeah, but I have a lot of questions. Are you you just gonna take that and leave? No, not even a hey.
Yep. And leaves. Just walks away.
Okay.
And with that natural 20, Tomlin, I mean, first of all, Kajak was like a very large, imposing barbarian when you last met him. He not only looks like he's, spent the past time since that you've spent, healing and growing closer to your deity, but getting stronger, but you see obviously magical hammer on his back. You see tattoos along his arms rippling with magic. You're guessing an unarmored like magical tattoo.
Gotcha.
Like he's been beefing up, and we're gonna cut back away from that to the party as we know it so far, venturing through the tunnels of the Underdark. You all have been traveling for better part of 2 weeks, getting down deep in the Underdark. You're close, you think, based on everything, to where the Gith have not yet reached, but it's going to be a little bit more before you get there. As you are all traveling, though, can I get a perception check from everyone but Tomlin, of course? Okay. 15, 14, 7, 16. And then Amara. Throck, is there a reason you rolled twice? Do you have advantage on things, or is it just? Also, you're muted. I can't hear you.
Oh goddamn it!
Also, you. Yes.
I
There
do
it
think
is,
it went
okay.
through the first time.
Oh,
But
great.
if it
I'll
did,
let
just
you
take
know.
the
I'll let
first
you.
one. Take the first
Okay. All right. All right. The second wasn't at 20, but
I know,
you are
just-
on
I know.
an honorable man.
And,
Yeah.
Rob, I would like to say technically my passive perception is higher than that roll, if
Okay.
that
to know.
matters at all.
Good to know.
So-
So, as you all are walking, most of you are you know that for the most part, this is a pretty safe place in a creepy, disquieting way. However, as you continue to move, there is you can see what looks to be a series of 3 tents with a small amount of supplies in the middle of this cave, set up on the 2 different walls. Amara, you can see there's also the ruins of what looks to be some kind of statue, maybe shrine, that's crumbled down. You can see around it corpses. They look pretty fresh. And we're going to actually go to our first ever battle map of Rog.
Does that mean I have to go to the map? Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Oh
Uh,
my god. Oh my god.
As you all should now be able to see, there is this tunnel. Just no junctions or anything, but there are looks like some people set up a series of tents in the middle of this tunnel. However, you see non-zero amount of corpses near this little shrine or statue that's crumbled away. There also seems to be some kind of strange slime or ooze coming out of the wall here, and it's kind of pooling up on this side. What do y'all want to do?
You mentioned a tent full of stuff that
There
nobody
are
has yet called
3
dibs on.
tents here. Given the way that the 3 splotches of blackness are tents. I wonder why they're black. Who knows? What could I be
It's-
hiding?
I think it's looting time.
Great. So,
well,
who's
If he's gonna
towards
do
the
that,
tents?
I'm gonna knock an arrow, and I'm gonna follow, keeping a lookout.
Great.
and Anja will cast you sight.
Throck's going to put down its barrel.
Very good. Amara,
Barrel.
you are muted, Amara. If you're trying to let us know what you're doing.
I keep forgetting to unmute myself in Zoom as well. I'm gonna I think I remember how this works.
Okay. Yeah.
Detect thoughts, because can't I use it to search for thoughts within 30 feet of me? Yes, I
exactly. So you would have to get within 30 feet of the tents, but yeah.
can. Yeah, I can surely sneak up there and do that.
Hunghuzi, are you gonna let Amara get to the tents first?
Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
It's all good.
I mean, if she's gonna like run up past me, I just sure fine. Yeah, it's cool.
All right.
Yeah, she's going slow because she's still worried about something being there, but she wants to get within 30 feet so she can detect some thats.
Great. Okay. The intelligence 3 or lower, and it doesn't detect for you. However, you do hear like sense a presence inside this tent. One, I guess, like the presence of a mind. You're muted.
Dude,
Can we get it? Can we get a "you're muted" emote in chat now?
Yes,
'Cause I feel
please.
like at this point,
Right? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I do initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature. So, any surface thoughts?
Kill.
Okay.
Kill.
Okay.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
I expect that aesthetic.
I'd like him to make a wisdom saving throw then.
Okay. Boop. 15?
No. 17 is DC.
Okay.
So if it fails, I gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that
Hungry.
looms large in
It's
its mind.
hungry.
Yeah, I figured.
It hasn't killed for a couple of weeks, and it's very hungry.
Okay.
Big mood.
It's the biggest thing on its
Either
mind
way,
is
it
it's
knows that
worried.
I'm
It's worried that it's going to have to kill some of its companions to feed itself if new prey doesn't show up.
Okay. So he is aware that I'm probing into its mind. That is
I believe
part
if
of
it fails the
spell.
saving throw, it does.
It says either way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says
yeah.
either way the target knows that you're probing.
Go ahead and can I have everyone make me a stealth check then?
Yes.
I kind of forgot that is a stipulation on the spell until I read it.
It's okay.
But don't worry, you now know it deep into its psyche that it just wants to eat. Congrats.
Fair enough.
Now you have probed deep, and you have learned that hashtag hungry is the guiding aesthetic.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're going to now just roll initiative here because as this all goes on, you all see leaping out of this tent a large insect-like creature. It's segmented like a millipede. However, you see that it has like an elongated like throat neck that its head ends in, and its like face is very like flattened, and yeah, it leaps towards you all, coming to eat you, presumably.
This Anja was probably the one that gave you guys away. Maybe her breathing was just far too.
Yeah.
I accidentally didn't send it to the tracker.
Hashtag heavy breathing.
No
Hashtag heavy
worries.
breathing.
I shall do it for you. So Amara got
Shins?
a 16.
16. Kind of
And
low
then-
for her.
Did we get a Throck one? No.
Nope.
No worries, we got it. It was 7, I believe, was what you got, right? No? Did you roll initiative for Throck?
Just did. Should have come up. One sec.
Are you whispering?
There we go. Beautiful. All right. So, I will say, currently, only Amara. Nope, only Amara is not seen by this creature with that stealth check. So, yeah, let's do this. So,
Like not being
Anja, you are able to leap into action though. What
Yep.
do you do as you see this thing skitter out of the tent?
Well,
It's also like big, like really big dog size. It's not like quite the
Yeah.
size of a horse, but it's like an insect, like almost as big as a.
I will bonus action Blade Song to get that AC and those concentrations up. Like as I pull out my rapier, and it just kind of has this very. I've kind of readjusted it so it's actually like. It sounds like a dog whistle almost, because I know you're not supposed to be loud down here, so it's only
Very true.
it's got a certain frequency to it with her blade song. And as soon as I can find my character sheet, because I got everything open, I'm thinking, because she knows Booming Blade is just not where you go right now. Just definitely not where you go right now. So she will instead. She will ready her attack action if it becomes
Great.
in range of her.
Great. Are you gonna? You can also move yourself around the map if you want to kind of position yourself specifically.
Yes, the map's on this side of me.
Yeah, we have maps and everything.
It's on
We're
this
so
side.
fancy all of a sudden.
She will position herself in front of us.
Great. All right. It is now the curse spewer turn. So it's going to scrabble up around here. Actually here. No, actually it would go right around here. And it doesn't know you are there, Amara. However, it sees that it can get 2 people. So you all see this thing. Its jaw distends, and a silent shriek flies out of its mouth. I need you all to make charisma saving throws. You 3, I should say. So that's Amara, Anja, and Proserpina.
Okay, Shaw saves.
Nice. Not as nice.
It's a 7 for me.
So Anja and Amara, if you could just put down Spewer Curse on your character sheet, we'll get to that in a bit.
Okay.
And as that happens, 3 more from other tents are going to rush out. Yep, and they will all 3 take dash actions. So you will get your held action here, Anja, as 3 more of these things skitter out from the tents here.
Okay, I will do my
attacking in
A
unison.
question, Rob.
Please.
Did this one here above me run into my reach and out of it?
No, it didn't run in. It just ran into you, reach. Like,
Oh,
just ran up. It just ran from this tent straight up to you.
Yeah, I will go ahead and do my attack action with my rapier against this first one.
Sounds good.
An 18.
18 will hit.
12.
12 points of damage. Great.
And I just get the 1 attack for the held action, right?
It's a full attack action.
Okay, then I get the second attack too.
Yep. You get as much as you would get normally on an attack action.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm just kind of looking at the things right there. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Nothing I want to do canterfly, so I will do another rapier attack. Does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit.
Okay.
However, it seems to be vulnerable to piercing damage. However, as you pierce its chitin, you see coming out of its torso a very familiar green type mold or goo. So you do need to make a dex save, as some of it does spray out from the wound.
Just hear it.
But you did double damage.
I did.
Want to point that out?
Okay. God!
Okay.
Anja's save's not okay today. So that's a 9.
So,
that 3 would have been if it's on our con.
Understood. So 7 points of poison damage, and then a con save.
7. Okay.
You are poisoned.
Cool. I am poisoned.
You are poisoned.
All
All right.
right.
This fight's already going great.
Let's do it. I'll just go
All
on.
right.
It's fine. Oh god.
I'm good.
Let me go read that. So it's not my turn anymore, so it's fine. Could I have? No, it was a dex save, so never mind. All right, we're good.
All right.
okay, I think I am up.
Mhm.
Let's get in here and let's get to work. Bonus action to ignite this big old sword here, and let's swing for the fences. I'm gonna go ahead and use Great Weapon Mastery.
Great.
Let's hit it.
18 hits.
For 23.
Very nice. And did you want to do the one that's closer to Throck or further away?
Oh, this one right here. So
You got it. As you slice through with your massive stolen Githyanki great sword. Second attack, I'm sure.
Yes, second verse, same as the first. Minus
Very
fire
much
damage.
Not a problem.
And
23 also hits. So
I
21.
see a 1 there. So let me try re-rolling that.
Very much. So, all right. So for 24 points of damage. Very nice.
Quite
All
well.
right.
And that'll be my turn.
2 massive strikes with your great sword. Yeah, that really messes this thing up. They don't seem to be actually too hardy of creatures. Then will be Amara.
Okay. Amara is going to be snacky and move to. Yeah, she has enough movement. She can move to right here.
Mhm.
so that she has a straight line between this thingy and that thingy.
Uh-huh.
And
They're
she
called curse viewers, not that you all
curse
know
viewers.
that.
Yeah.
Just, you know.
And I'm going to cast well, first of all, the shadows are gonna kind of coalesce, and a little tentacle kind of pops out for a second as suddenly this like long, rather actually very long saber suddenly appears as if it shot from a hole in her hand into her hand. And she's going to slash and cast a nice little fun spell, Shadow Pulse.
Okay.
Shadow Pulse is fun because it allows me to hit the dude for my spell, and then also 2d8, then also takes the
Great.
creature in 15 foot behind it takes damage.
Yes. Yep.
That
So
me?
go ahead and roll the attack.
Is
Yeah.
that me?
No, I don't. I think it's
It can be an
Hawk.
enemy.
Yeah.
First,
I clicked the wrong spell. Don't get me. Don't mind me. I thought I clicked it here. I guess I didn't. There we go.
well, that's a natural
Natural
one. Alas.
Do I get advantage because I was sneaky?
Sure. A 17 misses. But it's not a natural one.
But it's not a natural one.
Theorem
of
class
course.
you all have just figured out is 18. So there we go.
Yeah.
Great. You do still have a bonus action though.
I'm going to bonus action.
Bonus action.
I can cast fun spells.
Yeah, that was only a cantrip.
Yeah. Oh, that's not a bonus action. That's also not a bonus action. I thought that was a bonus action. I'm kind of upset that it's not. That's the only reason I took it. Screw it. I'll just do a class thing. So she's gonna kind of stare at it for a sec and like looking at it, trying to figure out what's going on. She's gonna use her insightful fighting. He needs to make a deception check, and I'm making an insight check.
3.
Okay.
6 minus 3.
I don't think I can fail that.
No,
but I'm
you
gonna roll a
can't.
natural one.
You actually would replace the natural one, I believe. So it
Yeah.
fails. You have.
I do.
This thing is pretty base intelligence. You think it has maybe a 4, 5,
Yeah.
barely above a 3.
Yeah, I get to use my sneak attacks on it,
Great.
whether or not I have advantage on it, but not if I have disadvantage.
Very much so. Throck.
So,
Cool. I would like to cast Spike Growth from there to there across these two guys.
Kind of. And then I'll just move it. Okay. Great.
Yeah, and just get those two guys. So they need to make.
I believe it's just
nope.
whenever they move, right?
Yeah.
Great.
So
So when they move, you just roll me some damage, all right?
yeah, sounds good.
Awesome. Proserpina.
Okay, we're shooting.
Right in
First
your
shot
face.
is
There's one right in your
yeah.
face.
Well, I'm not shooting that one. That seems a bad idea. What I got planned. So we'll start with this one.
Mhm.
The one Honkuzi's been hit. Honkuzi and Anja's been hitting.
Great.
Sharpshooter. And I'm gonna use one of those nat 20s.
Great. Roll me damage.
So that's 2d.
So that's going to be 44 points of piercing damage. So good news, it's obliterated, just completely eviscerated with a single arrow strike. Bad news, Kanghuzi, make me a dex save.
Understandable.
As it just like Nickelodeon goop levels of just of this vile green viscera. Yeah, so that's very good though. So you only take 4 points of poison damage. You're not poisoned, as it just kind of you can't avoid it all with that big of a hit, but you are not poisoned.
And does that deep cut bonus enhancement from Karina actually reduce that to 2?
Say again.
From this is a ways
Yeah,
back, but
if you have
yeah.
resistance to poison, yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
She
which
did
I know
that.
you do.
She
She did. She's a gift. She helps you. See,
This is a good relationship. This
this is a healthy relationship.
This is fun.
And I know since you're fire, that's definitely not all. So please, Proserpina,
Oh no.
continue.
Sorry. Don't worry. Mother told me something to take care of that. I'll fix that in a second. So attack number 2. Let's see. We're gonna go for the one right catacorn to Anja.
Mhm.
But I'm not using that 20, but I am gonna sharpshooter that one
Great.
as soon as I can find.
Oof, a 9
Nope,
will
but-
not do it.
Bonus action redirect it
Sounds good. To the one by
to the one next to me.
Okay, that one is at disadvantage, of course, because it is 5 feet with you.
That's
but
fine. That's fine. Yeah, I'm going to hit anyway.
Unfortunate. As that last arrow kind of weaves its way through the cavern, that is question mark your turn?
Oh no! I get 3 attacks per turn.
Oh, that's right.
And then if I decide to action surge,
you get 3 more.
Oh,
That's
figures.
I forgot how many attacks you got every round. I mean, this wasn't supposed to be a long fight anyway.
So again,
goodness.
sharpshooter. The one attacking Anja.
That'll do.
Oh.
So 32 points of damage. Okay, that one is barely alive.
Action surge.
Great. As you start to do that, Andra, go ahead and also dex save.
Okay.
Sorry.
You don't have
It's
disadvantage on
okay.
it. Just attack rolls and save and ability checks for poison.
It's
So
okay. This is fine. We're all fine.
brutal.
God, that character sheet keeps eluding me. Just so many things have been deck save, right?
Yep.
Don't
Save.
ignore the plus 3, so it's a 15.
Hey.
Okay, so that's only 6 poison damage.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So Proserpina,
All right.
Go ahead.
Attack part 2, number 1.
Mhm.
Sharpshooter, same one.
sounds good. Another dead bug. Anja, another dex save.
Okay.
And then second attack,
Okay. Jesus Christ. This is
The
not
one in the middle of
easy.
Amara and Honguzi.
9 points of damage. Go ahead. Nope.
Nope.
Are you getting back
And
at
third,
me for that thunderstep?
sixth attack.
6th attack. Nope.
All right. And 2 natural 20s in the same round. 6 attacks. We love 13 level characters and 12 level fighters. Amazing as you hail and flurry of arrows. I'm sorry, a 13th level fighter. Great. So that is very wonderfully your turn over for these creatures. Honguzi.
Wait, what? Isn't it?
Oh, yes, your initiative got put in the tracker twice. Anja.
Anja prevents herself from vomiting. She's not feeling great. She's looking. Her skin is a little less purple, a little more gray. Why did she have to go and be a hero? Very cool. She's gonna go ahead and. What do I have on my character sheet to make me feel better? Like, because what do I got? What do I got here? Nothing great.
What do you got in here?
Something that she can probably wait to use.
Okay.
She will go ahead and just. Okay. Because, Anja's classic spells all are very loud and she knows better.
Sure are.
She's gonna come here by her girl and do 2 attacks. Just. I was like, yeah, look at all the things. Oh, wait, Anja's spells are really loud. She can't do anything here. Just crippling the wizard. Let's do it. Alright, let's do those. Rapier attacks. Here's the first one. 27.
Whew, definitely hits.
Okay. 10 piercing.
For 20 points of piercing, both of you make dex saves and make your second attack.
Oh, she's already dead?
No, it's
Oh,
piercing
every
damage.
time you...
It's so they take double piercing damage, but when they take piercing damage, goo come out because you're piercing. They're chitin.
Jesus. Okay.
Okay, so Proserpina 9, Anja 4.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And with that, nope, that's still her second attack, so it's fine. She will just, she's gonna not do her second attack, because now she realized, wait a second, poking it is not great. No, she'll just poke it again. Fuck it. Whatever. We gotta. Maybe it will die. Like...
I mean, listen, the piercing damage really does a number on these things. So
yeah, it does a number. Maybe it will die.
yeah. All right, 23 will hit for 22 more piercing damage and another dex save.
Is it dead?
Nope. Oh, also with a 9 dex save, Proserpina, you are unfortunately poisoned. I do need to mention. But that's just 3 points of poison damage to you both. All right.
For the second one?
Huh?
For the second save, how much damage?
3.
3 more? Okay.
Yeah, not bad. It is now these bugs' turns. So the one near Proserpina and Andra is going to distend its jaw and shriek out. So you're already cursed, Andra, if I remember rightly. So I just need Proserpina and Throck to make charisma saves. You please
and
mark
I'm
down.
going to use Indomitable.
Okay, I like it.
Never mind.
Mark down. Curse, Spear's curse. But you do not, Throck, as an 18 is more than good. It is then going to use its bonus action to disengage, as these are not ambush predators, and you move its 40 feet onto this green goo. This other one is going to do something very similar, and so if I remember rightly, Amara is cursed, but Lucy, you haven't gotten in on the fun.
That's
so if
correct.
you could make a charisma save, as again this like bug's like entire jaw opens up, and just like it's not an audible noise because that's a no-no in the Underdark, but you hear it in your mind.
I don't like this one bit. Come on.
I don't know what you mean. It's so fun.
No.
Put down the Spewer's Curse on your character sheet. It's all so much fun. And it's also going to run 40 feet away with its friend. Great. Mm-hmm. Yes, go ahead and roll me some damage because it's not smart enough to get that.
Sweet.
So it just moved 20 feet across. So I believe it's actually damage for each 5-foot square they'd take. So go ahead and roll that 4 times.
Okay.
So, and this is all piercing damage, so it's doubled. So 8, 10, 28.
One more?
Yep.
There we go.
28 and 40 points of damage this thing takes as you see it like its legs are getting like torn apart by your thorns on the ground, and it is almost entirely dead. Just from that alone. These things are both royally roughed up. I'm going to say these things both below 30 hit points. They're not even going to survive probably Proserpina's turn. So we will just fast forward for the sake of time to them being defeated here. If they were a little bit faster, they might have been able to get away. But alas for them. Poor little creepy screaming bugs. But yeah, you all are left with the aftermath of that fight. You also know you're 3 days away just from the settlement.
With my true sight,
Mhm.
because some GMs let this. Do I notice something going on with us curse-wise?
Yes, I'll say you do see an ambient kind of effect over everyone but Throck, I believe.
Okay. And do I need to make a sort of check to guess if that's a curse, if that's just the poison?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check, I'll say.
Come on, dice. 15.
You can tell it's probably a curse.
Oh, great. We're all cursed, guys. Some of us are poisoned too. Ugh.
Yeah, why do you keep stabbing it?
Want to do something about that? I'm gonna sit down.
Unless we got a priest.
Yeah, sitting
I
down
don't think
sounds
there's.
good.
I can do something, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to cast Greater Restoration.
So just as a note, Greater
Yeah.
Restoration does require material components,
Oh, it does.
which I will say, if you have money, you can just mark off that amount of money as saying you prepped for this because you all did have like a whole prep thing.
Okay.
But also,
Uh,
you only have like one of those spells slots, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
So you
I
gotta
can
pick
do it.
one of us.
Who's your favorite?
Throck gets, realizing this, Throck gets very uncomfortable. And he just kind of turns around and he just faces his back to everyone. He just kind of keeps making grunt noises.
After a while, Hongo's just gonna like shrug because doesn't quite get it, and he's just gonna go back to the dance. It's fine. Yeah. There's something nice. Who knows?
Yeah.
Because I still have one in my inventory, I'm going to hand Anja a curative oil. This will take care of the poison.
I have one too. If I don't need, but thanks. And I'll.
You sure?
Is a curative oil like a one-time use?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. I have one in my inventory.
Okay.
Just use mine. Thank you. And I will I don't know, do whatever I can so at least I'm not poisoned anymore. Hopefully.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because that's the
Yeah,
one that you make, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as loot, these things didn't seem to be much for the plundering type. So yeah, you find probably about a good 120 gold pieces amongst all of the party of this. So amongst them, you also find so they had foodstuffs that's been torn into and eaten up by these creatures.
Mm-hmm.
But you see there was this crumbled statue. And there's the pommel of the sword of this statue clearly had something inset into it. And on one of the people's corpses, you can see a lead box with a symbol that none of you are familiar with on it. Yeah.
Do I see anything in the box?
It's lead.
Oh, it's lead. So that blocks true sight?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool.
I believe so. It's
well, in your world it does.
Lead's in divination can't see this.
Yeah, cool. I'm down.
Magic.
And I will just be like, I can't see in that box. I'm feeling better, but not 100%.
It's fine. Hey,
you want to take that box?
Amara, can you pop this open?
Yeah, hand it to me.
Yeah.
Oh, I did so much for this character and never wrote down what her it's expertise. So
go ahead and make just an
10
investigation check first.
Would it be considered looking for something?
Yeah.
Okay, then I have an advantage.
Great. Great. This thing is magically locked.
Okay. Anybody got any cool little toys for getting rid of magic? That's not something I'm good at right at this moment.
Knock spell handles that, doesn't it? I remember.
Yeah. Do we want an echo?
Yeah, knock spell.
Everything in the Underdark more specific.
Knock spell.
No wait.
We did say we had those scrolls of silence, and I would have had time to put it into my spell book, so I will just cast silence.
Okay.
You have to see
One
Hongo's be
second.
And then,
keep
real
asking
quick,
not loud
does
questions.
does knock have a verbal component?
Yes, but this is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to say the verbal component as I pop my bat into existence from my familiar. And I'm going to give the spell to my bat. So I say the vocal component outside of the silence, but the bat is there to do the casting inside the silence.
Well,
I mean, you don't have to touch the thing when you
range.
knock.
Yeah.
You can just.
But to
yeah,
go into the silence so that when it's casted,
that's fair.
yeah.
Yeah, the box boop pops open.
Okay.
I'm glad we grabbed those scrolls. That would have this would be a lot more of a thing. So what's in the box?
What's in the box?
You see, first of all, what looks to be like a mark of writ, like a rite of passage, I should say. You see, like a list of different items. Like you can see, like, you know, this amount of food. You see a bunch of broken healing potion bottles that they probably used dying to these things. And then you see for retrieval of, and then you see a depiction of, and then the physical object of a small orb. And you see it says Orb of Wayfinding by order of the council.
Can I make an Arcana check so I know what a Orb of Wayfinding is?
Go ahead and give me a check.
I don't know personally either, and I would love to be told. Natural 20.
Ooh, yes, you do, Amara. So Orbs of Wayfinding are actually fairly interesting items. So the orb itself is essentially can just cast locate object over large distances, but only, again, much like the normal spell, only on something you've visually seen before. And it's not like
but
a normal,
they have just an extra one.
Right. It's basically like miles long locate object spell, but you have to have physically seen the object because you have to like send that mental picture into the orb.
Okay.
Would this is entirely like an aside question. Would like perfectly accurate depictions count?
It's a
Like
strange
if you saw a
quirk of
picture
the
that was-
magic. No,
Okay.
they would not.
Curiosity satisfied.
Okay. Do I know if it's just a single use or like?
It's whenever.
I mean, like, is it like per day? Because it can only cast locate objects on the times per day, or
Got you. So you can start one search a day, and then you can stop that search whenever you want.
Okay. I will relay that information to the party and be like, this is a pretty useful thing, especially for people like, you know, me and Hung Huzi in our line of work. This is very handy. Well, in our old lines of work.
What do you mean old?
For you. for me, I mean, it's an old line of work.
Oh, I
Nice.
see what I'm saying.
Very nice.
They allow you to locate things. That's
Ra,
great.
we're a couple of days from this settlement. Or do we know we're heading for a settlement?
Yeah.
Okay, we're a few days from the settlement, and I know you're having a problem deciding who to take the curse off. But
Wait, curse?
yes, we're cursed.
What?
I didn't say that. I said we were cursed.
About that, I actually can do it to 2 people.
Okay. If so who's all cursed again? Is it everyone but Throck?
Yep.
So okay, 4 of us are cursed. Okay, well 2 of us today, 2 of us tomorrow. Should we play rock, scissors, paper sport? Like, is it a tournament?
Do you have diamond dust?
How much are we talking?
Is the diamond dust consumed?
Yeah.
Ooh. Then we don't want that used.
Probably not.
How like you see like how does he like repeat the question? He's like, "Stop speech." How much we talking?
100 apiece.
Oh, 100. Would the gold work?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Oh no, it's fine. I know a guy.
Actually,
Some places don't accept gold. Okay.
I'm going to say that. First of all, if you all pick up the pace, I will say it's actually probably only like a day and a half away to the settlement.
Okay.
Probably.
Well, hopefully, maybe
Because
someone.
you all were probably taking decently slow pace as well, making
Yeah.
sure being careful, but you hoof it as well, about a day and a half.
And I'm also gonna say that I probably sold the 700 GP worth of art that I had on my system for art. And I can also say I probably got some consumable diamond dust with that, if you're cool. Maybe 200 gold worth of consumable diamond
200
dust.
gold worth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you have enough diamond dust for 2 castings.
Yeah,
then.
I have enough diamond dust for 2 castings.
So make whatever choice you all want to make, and then we'll shift forward here.
Yeah.
Do we know what the curse does?
Nope.
I can't tell you that. No, I just know that we're cursed. Well, let's, question, do I also see something else around Proserpina?
Oh, you do see a little imp floating around next to her. Still.
I just,
Staying still invisible.
Like, there's, like, I look over at Geraldine, and I'm like...
Yeah, Geraldine.
But...
I see that. I don't see Geraldine. So
yeah.
like it's like at some like hope like at some point like you look like you probably like notice Tom Lucy like I look up like
yeah
like reaches back and like
yeah, I will use at least 100 of it for Proserpina, and I'm gonna look between the rest of us and like between Amara and Hunghuzi like and see which one of you want to fight me for this.
I am okay. I do want to know what the curse does, though.
Well, then you should keep the curse so that we can experiment on you.
Well, I was going to ask if I could investigate around and see if the bodies had any weird...
You can make a medicine check real quick.
Medicine check? Oh, I was really hoping I could use investigate.
This one's
you're
for
trying
me
to
and
identify
Amara.
causes of death.
This one's for me and Proserpina. Yeah. Here you go. Here's the diamond dust. Throck.
Nope, they've been dead for a bit here, so hard to tell.
When you say that, Throck's already doing it to Proserpina.
Great. All right, so you two are cured of the curse, but the other two are gonna just rough it out for a bit.
Well, we're gonna have to take care of everyone now. Okay,
well,
get cursed.
Before we leave, I'd like to use my at-will detect magic to see if there's anything going on in here other than just...
Nope. Everything's accounted for with that box.
Actually,
great.
Would you mind if I just say that I basically have that on all whenever it's like about to fall off, since it's at will?
I mean, yeah,
like
you can
just
just
sleep. Yeah,
pretty much. Great. So you all walk for the rest of the day. I will say that's the half day. You all go to sleep. Amara and Honghuzi, you wake up with 2 less maximum hit points. And then you continue forward. Rest for 1 more night. Amara and Honghuzi, you wake up with another 4 less, so 6 total less maximum hit points. As just both days, as you wake up, you feel weaker and weaker. To the point where you might be less good at running from and defending yourself from, like, I don't know, a bunch of bug-like creatures. Great. However, as you wake up after that second day being cursed, you all come upon this very strange, you can barely tell city. You enter this massive caldera-like little chamber in the Underdark. There's this large double plateau, one on top, one on bottom, with these large spires of stone coming up through in the middle, and you can see just barely, as most of you are pretty perceptive, these like carvings into the sides of the pillar, and you can see people walking about the bottom plateau. One thing you notice right away, all of you, there are massive runes all around the city, and there is no noise coming from it, despite you seeing hundreds of people. Like the entire city is dead silent from the outside.
I'm assuming those runes are lighting up like Christmas lights when I look at them.
No,
with magic.
they are oh, with detect magic, yes.
Oh,
it is
yeah.
near blinding. You have to turn them. You probably
Oh,
have
yeah.
to turn detect magic off for a bit because it's like you can't look too directly into the sun. But yeah, you will have all found the enclave. Congratulations.
Huh.
My first order of business is find a cleric.
Brock finishes the last of his barrel.
Be a little bit careful with clerics down here.
Cleric and a
know,
refill. Okay.
Who they're worshiping.
I'll be honest, I've probably dealt with worse.
You'd be surprised.
Well, I need to get rid of this.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So I'm assuming you all approach the city as it was.
Mhm.
So you see that the plateau is actually pretty steep up most of it, but you see very subtly carved in on one point in the plateau is a kind of winding switchback staircase. And standing in front of it, you see a Duragar and a deep gnome very clearly wearing kind of you see they are probably like rangers or work with the rangers because they're like camouflaged into the stone of the bottom of the plateau, but they kind of step out as you both approach. Halt. What business?
Cleric?
You know, just some insects cursed. Need to get that cleared up.
Cursed spewers. Nasty things. I know just the men. And then holds out their hand expectantly.
I'll flick him platinum.
Same.
Okay, 2 platinum.
Is he still holding out his hand?
Mhm.
Is he still holding out his hand expectantly?
I'll toss another one.
Mm-hmm.
Amara.
I heard that's a real
hesitates before-
nasty curse. It just really.
Amara hesitates before tossing another coin, and I, because we've rested, I have my spell slots.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's been 2 days.
Yeah, I'm gonna detect thoughts. Is it on the surface? Without digging, is it on the surface?
First of all, you are clearly casting a spell in front of these guards.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I always forget detect. I always forget detect thoughts
mhm.
is a really like.
You can make a
silly
sleight of
stuff.
hand check.
To hide
No, I'm
behind
not gonna
us.
try.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try. I'll just toss him another
Come on,
fucking.
hide
platinum.
behind the tiefling. Hide behind the tiny
So you've
tiefling.
given I think 60 gold at this point with the platinum.
Yeah.
I think 40.
No,
40 so far.
40. Okay.
Yeah.
If that seems to be all you're throwing, one of you make a persuasion check.
Can I assist with this persuasion check? Whoever is trying to make
How
it.
so?
I'm going to flash them.
Okay.
It's like, hey,
make
can
a
I come
quick-
in?
I'm gonna make a quick luck check.
I was
Okay.
This is a gamble.
Like it's just it's an accidental flash. It's an
Mhm.
accidental flash. Like
I rolled a 3 on your luck check. You see the guard kind of like puts his hand up. Oh, I'm
Okay.
Can
okay.
I make it?
But that's just the help action, not my actual persuasion check.
Go ahead and make it just a persuasion check here.
I have a question for
Go
you.
ahead.
I'll just do
Could I be like, listen, I need to be able to pay the man to remove the curse. I don't have any gold left, and try to
Make a deception check.
Yes, thank you.
I'm gonna say it's a higher DC than the persuasion check is. So if you want to change the roll before
It's a
knowing
19.
that, 19.
Yeah.
Looks at the 40 gold in his hand, and you can see he clearly thinks, if I let them in, I don't have to deal with them anymore. It says, and just like breaks off a piece of like shale, and just draws a quick map on it. Luckily, there's literally one person in this city that actually does charity, and just points up the side of the.
Oh, thank you. Oh no, my stockings.
Cheer.
Just looking like so far away from
You
you,
see, now
just
that I know he's uncomfortable, I'm doing it on purpose.
just like, and we just the scene shifts. So, could you all describe to Tomlin the ragtag party that walks into his little section of the city?
So one of them is he, he looks odd. Like you've seen the odd half drought here and there. It happens. People don't like to talk about it. They usually don't last that long for one reason or another. If the but and they're usually not so gaudy. Like it's you'd peg him for a mercenary, like a lucky one, but he doesn't, or maybe like the leader of a mercenary band, considering just how like as not gaudy he is, but he doesn't look like the leading type. He's near the front of the group, but he's definitely not the one. He's definitely not the one in charge, and it's you might have some opinions, and you probably don't like the way he's looking at some of your at some of your shinier symbols. It's not appreciated.
Noted.
Well, the other half drow looks a little bit more drowy in the fact that she even has, like, the thing that really gives off the fact that she's not a full drow is her ears aren't that long, and her eyes aren't completely stark red. They're kind of like green closer to the pupil and red around the irises. She's dressed practically, but looks amazing. Because she is a goth. She's not a Lolita today because that is very impractical in the Underdark, okay? But she definitely has I would even say it's like one of those like short jumpers so that she could take her thigh highs down if she gets like warm, and so now she just has shorts on instead. With like a corset as her armor, has a rapier. But you could definitely tell she is really tired. Like, just, there's bags, and she hasn't gotten a proper rest sleep in a while. Something has been on her mind and her heart. Just, it's not okay. She is not okay.
Poor thing.
And between the two half throughout, you see probably the shortest tiefling you've ever seen. She's 5'2" with the top of her horns, crimson skin, black hair, black eyes. Her hair's in a fishtail braid. She tends to be putting one of her arms on the male half thrall's hand, just holding him. And you'll hear constantly, "Are you sure we don't need to get my parents back together?" She has a dark brown leather bodice that you can tell she's getting a little bit lower cut than she used to have. Leather pants, leather boots, longbow on her back, hip quiver, and then beneath the longbow, she has 2 short swords on her back.
I'll go next. Amara is she's decently tall. She's probably hitting like that 5'11", barely not 6 foot, like 5'11". Long black hair. She's got a cloak on and a face covering. So the only thing you can really see of her is her eyes usually, but as she walks in, she pulls it down so it looks more like a scarf. And she has no visible weapons on her, and she's not wearing any armor. She is just wearing some nice casual, not tight, but like, close-fitting clothes, practical in a fight, no weapons, just a big old staff on her back and a pair of satchels that are, one is like over her shoulder, and kind of like hangs down and ties around, and the other is on her back and just kind of lightly falling down. And they're both obviously full of something. Whatever that something is, you can't really tell. It's just she's always pulling random stuff out of there.
All
It's her
right.
bag of goodies.
Last but not least.
Yeah, so behind the entire party, you see a 6.5-foot tall crocodilian type creature with like a almost like you expect like a longer nose, but it's a shorter nose on this crocodilian type creature. He's pretty stout. He's wearing furs that look like almost make him look bigger because he still is wearing those furs, the 2 pairs of furs over top of him. On his back, he has a barrel that seems to be almost like a replica in size of himself, carrying on his back. He's stopping every so often, putting the barrel down and turning it upside down on his back, seeming to trying to get the last drops of something inside of it. But clearly there's nothing inside with his mouth open. He's just shaking, and then gets back up and slowly walks faster back to the group.
And just a few things you all noticed about the city before we hopped into the scene is, first of all, that symbol that was on the chest and in the missive, all over like the guards and about in the city, as well as people are like not chatting. They're not chilling in the streets. People like rushing in between buildings and like taking shelter, not staying in the open air as much as possible. It leads to kind of a rough vibe. However, Tomlin, could you describe what the vibe they walk into is like instead?
Sure, yeah. You guys walk into like probably like what is mostly a cave with a little bit of like, modifications. So it's very, the air's really stale and it smells like probably like chemicals and like maybe a little bit of like death. And it's kind of, the lighting's kind of low, and you see Tomlin, myself. He's kind of got a surgeon's like apron on, some gloves, and he kind of like doesn't even look up from like the person he's maybe casting a spell on. As he kind of like looks over, and finally as he addresses you guys, and is surprised to see such a strange group of
Mostly surface dwellers.
yeah. Go ahead.
I will also mention that little scene at the beginning of the episode happened like a couple hours ago as well. So how does he look rattled at all?
Yeah, he's probably a little shaken up. Like he's got a bit of a scowl on his face until he sees the group, and then he's a little bit, kind of takes his mind off of things for a moment as he's like, well, this is a whole new bunch of people. Y'all just got to town?
Yeah.
Well, we finish up with this one, and I can help you with whatever's ailing you, hopefully.
You do curses, right? Curses, like the kind you get from insects that stick around.
Oh yeah, I've seen that a couple times. I can help you out with that. I get out my abacus. No, I'm just kidding. I don't charge. Just make sure that you try to avoid the insects in the future.
Don't charge?
I take donations, but
okay. So like, okay, I get it. So like, is 20 good?
Sure, yeah, that sounds good.
I just
whatever you think the gods would want, I don't know. If is 20 a godly number to you? I'm just giving you a hard time. Whatever.
You don't want to know what god he worships.
Right.
No, I genuinely
okay,
don't care.
Yeah.
But no, if you want to tell me.
You see Hung's get out 49 more gold pieces.
Oh. Impressive. Well,
Nice.
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 all right. Well, I'm gonna put it in the like alms box or whatever that I have.
Throck puts another 50 gold pieces in the alms box.
Well, thank you.
Mm,
This all
She
goes to similar adventuring types as yourselves, so it's going to a good cause. Now, who's cursed? Raise your hand. All right. I take out like a diamond and I like take out my hammer and I act like I'm gonna smash it. I'm like, nope, just kidding. I can't. I'm not that strong. And then I take out some diamond dust and I will begin to pray to Ioun silently, and I'll cast Remove Curse on you fools.
Right.
Uh,
That's just gonna be 2 third-level spell slots. Easy peasy.
yeah, ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah.
And when I'm casting it, like the tattoo on my head kind of like lights up with like some arcane energy, and I
Boom.
kind of like dust off my my robes here. I'm like, you feel better now?
You
Much.
both do. Your maximum hit points are back to normal.
Doesn't feel like a very fast-acting curse, but it certainly feels not fun.
I mean, it's probably like good when you're running down prey.
Yeah.
Bit by bit, slower and slower.
Oh, I think like what is that? The Komodo dragons do that. They have like stuff in their spit, so whenever they like bite you, like you get like infected with the bacteria in their spit, and so you just slowly start to die. And
What color's Komodo?
Huh?
What color's Komodo? Is that like blue?
Oh no, if they're not actually dragons, they're just giant monitor lizards.
Oh.
Like the largest monitor lizards you can think of. It's just they're from the Komodo region of
What are they
like it's
monitoring?
south from here. I don't.
I'm like writing this down.
Like Aja just starts giving random facts about this lizard and how it tracks
love it.
down this prey. So
Throck has a very confused look on his face when he's just nodding, but he looks so confused when you're saying that.
Rock, do you have any questions?
No.
You just look very confused.
Yeah.
What? Are you sure you don't have any questions then?
No. I know Komodos. I live with them.
What color are they?
Hey, that's racist.
Like the swamp. Like the mud of the swamp.
Like brown?
Lizard folk.
Green brown? Dark green?
Yeah.
Ever been to a swamp? Sounds awful, but I've read about it.
It smells like in here, but different.
And there's a sky.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, you get used to it.
I'll take your word for it, but
We're able to handle it because we weren't born down here, despite on how we look.
Interesting. Well, what brings you back?
Business.
Yeah, business.
I want to go find something.
I used to be a bit of an adventurer myself.
Oh, you look like it.
Did you take an arrow to the knee?
No.
Sorry.
No, I did not.
See one of the like patients like that's very insensitive. See like a giant bandage around his knee.
The arrow is still sticking out.
Yeah.
What?
These things are serrated. It's bad.
That's a nice arrow then.
Like, curate. Like, I'm very, very curious, and you already seem like you're a super nice person. So, out of curiosity, like, how come this is still like this is all still here? I thought like from what I was told, like everyone down here was run out and onto the surface.
Rob,
Well,
I'm going to ask a sort of related question. Did I see one of the Gith like etchings like this is going to be purged on in X and X of time
This
coming in, on the way in?
chamber has already been purged, according to the markings.
Okay, so yeah, I guess like I'll kind of like speak. Yeah, I'll speak up and interrupt, and it was, and then they came back.
is
Oh.
that true?
To your knowledge, when the Gith Yankee came through, they just somehow completely missed this place.
Gotcha.
Oh. Just looks over at
Yeah, I would
Tomlin.
share that.
Oh, so they never made this? They never made it here?
Something about the glyphs maybe. They weren't able to find it. Not sure exactly how it works. But I
I'm not
might
gonna
actually, maybe I can make a
Yeah.
check.
Actually, I think your question is going to get answered as actually, wait, Mara, what's your passive perception? Because you're the only person I think
26.
whose passive perception might be a challenge. Okay, hold on.
26.
I have to actually roll this down.
Please.
What?
Okay, no,
Sounds
they
like
beat
me.
it. They
They
beat it.
beat it?
They beat it.
Oh.
As
like that.
from like a dark corner stepping out, you all see like a small Kenku with like a purple robe with the symbol of the city on it, and just says Psionics.
Oh yeah, that.
As you recognize Tomlin, this is
Mhm.
Fetch, the worker for the council.
Yeah, this is one of the council members. They set up some psionic protection for well, he's
See, I always do that.
Oh, you're adorable.
Yes.
He's so cute.
Yes.
No.
that's not the adjective I would use to describe Fetch, but
Yes.
I have a question, sir.
Yes.
For Rob, not Fetch.
yes.
Yes.
Can I? Because would I have known that he just like out of game? I'm gonna say it a little weirdly, but in game, would I have known he just came out of stealth? If that makes sense.
Sure. He clearly snuck in here.
Yeah. Okay. Can I make an insight check to see like who or what his intentions are?
Make an insight check.
I figured I'd ask because that's something she'd do.
Yeah.
No.
Inscrutable.
Wait. I think I have.
It's replaced by so it's I believe it's a 7, so you have a 13.
Yeah.
I will
Or
say
8.
mainly doesn't appear.
So
say
14.
again?
It's an 8.
14?
So it's a 14. Yeah.
Mainly they don't seem that interested in anyone but Tomlin, but is kind of like vaguely curious about you all.
Okay.
So we'll kind of like address you, Tomlin. Party 745 tasked with finding Wayfinder Orb. Have they returned?
No, not to my knowledge. They've been gone for a little longer than expected. Heard from
Correct.
them?
Amara's gonna finger her pouch
Negative.
a little bit. And just
Make
pull
a
it
sleight of
out.
hand check. Oh,
Yeah.
terrific.
This is
Stenz-
mine.
Stenza. Incorrect.
I found it.
This is
Correct.
why. He's just gonna like. He's gonna. This is why you don't say anything.
Fetch like turns to you, Tomlin, like, you can explain this.
Is this troop whatever number you just said? Tomlin probably remember. I can't.
Negative.
Oh. Why do you guys
They
have
shall-
that?
They shall be compensated for returning the object.
Yeah,
How
you heard the
much?
crow.
I don't do work for free.
Correct.
Okay.
I think
and
there's a
just pulls out, like,
miscommunication here.
a sack.
Whatever it is, we don't have it. We just found that.
Incorrect. Points again at like the orb behind like Amara's head or whatever.
Were there like a handful of dead people around that thing?
Quite a few.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Their deaths shall be noted.
Oh.
Huh?
Are we expected to be a bunch of dead people around this thing soon?
If we don't hand it over, probably. Thanks,
Yeah,
Amara.
Thanks.
I don't think
Hey.
it itself it's inherently dangerous, but
I just
know.
want. I
What
just
is
want
it?
It's the implicit threat that he hasn't made yet.
I'd like to point out that she is a mercenary, and she knows she will get paid for this more than probably the Wayfinder orb is worth. So
Yeah, you see like a clinking bag in the in the feathered hand of the Kenku.
tosses the Kenku the orb, grabs the gold, and just counts it as fast as possible.
Gold. Haha, yes. As you open, you see
whatever it is.
they not gold, not platinum, not silver, not bronze. You see some other kind of metallic coin.
Let me guess. Only worth
Election.
something here.
Huh?
The E one?
It's
For
gotta be on my
food
phone.
supplies. Currency can be redeemed for food, shelter, supplies, anything required within the city.
Only within the city.
The Enclave is not responsible for any gold found within or without its contents. We cannot create more, and thus the economy would be unstable.
You could always just run on credit.
Well,
We do not do
I
that.
like a good credit scam as much as the next guy, but you can't run a city on that.
I just
mean,
realized.
Points at
something.
Tomlin. He does credit.
You could call it that.
he does credit very well.
He does.
You may exchange gold for goods and services within the city.
So can we take our gold back and just give your city current? Can we trade it? So that way, like, when we leave...
If you wish to find a moneylender willing to do so,
I'm asking Tomlin because we
Feel
just
free.
gave him gold.
Can we like give you this currency and take the gold instead? Because we don't plan on staying here very long.
I suppose that's all right.
Keep
I don't
a
know how
little
much
for like
currency we
sleeping,
got.
because we're not. You never know when we're gonna have the opportunity to sleep in a bed again.
You can't
That's
take that.
true.
We might even get like a bath if we're lucky.
Ooh.
You can't take back 69 gold. It's rude.
He does have a point.
Okay, it's your money. You do what you want with it.
Tomlin. The return of the Expedition 779 has been noted. Where is their artifact? You see the individual whose artifact was stolen
Did you not?
by your former friend.
Did you not send K-Jack to get the artifact?
Kijek was not sent by any operative of the council.
Well, that's really unfortunate because he definitely came and got that artifact.
No.
Uh-oh.
I think I broke the kinku.
Do you need words?
Why?
Man? What are you thinking?
Why? I asked him and he just walked off. You know, I might be able to find out why. What is the casting time on scrying? Is it
It's 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
I can do that if you want me
Yeah.
to, Mr. Kinku. Fetch. I can check to see where he's at, but
Security here.
scrying doesn't work here.
You see, they're trying to like figure out how to say what they're trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Is it us? Is it the Hi? You're not. Should we not be? It's like an internal thing.
Kind
I'm
of
not
like
sure.
shrugs dismissively.
Alright, can't you detect thoughts to figure out what he's trying to tell us?
That seems kind of rude.
Well, not if. Do you consent
I
to
normally,
this? Do you consent
I
to
would
this
normally
fetch?
ask for permission. Yeah,
surface.
Okay.
surface only. Yeah, just make sure you project it to the surface, or I won't be able to hear. And oh, by the way, I totally forgot to mention, all of this is being said in your head. Amara's lips haven't moved yet.
Yeah, she doesn't move her lips. It's all
That was more for Tomlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, that's my bad. I forgot to say that. Yeah.
So you detect
Check
thoughts on the surface. Basically, Fetch is thinking, can we no longer trust the security of this place? Like, can we? Like, are you incapable of being trusted at this time?
Talking about me.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
I'm repeating what Fetch is saying to everybody else.
Correct.
look, when somebody who is previously associated with the council comes in here, grabs something, I just assume that they're on official business.
And like, this is like gonna like take for a couple seconds. Is K-Jack really big?
I mean, he's
Fetch
a half
nods.
orc, so yeah, he's pretty big.
Okay, that makes sense. I get it.
Everyone's pretty big to me. I'm like 4 feet tall.
You hear Fetch think again, like, did you even ask if he was working for the council?
I tried to ask him a couple questions, and he just kept walking. And
So you just let him walk out.
I had a guy poisoned and another guy having cardiac arrest next to him. I have a lot of things going on.
Fetch simply thinks, I shall have to bring this to the council when I return. If the artifact is not here, there may be issues.
Well, next time I'll only give artifacts to you, and I'll find out where it is.
Hey, wait, before you go,
Yes.
before you go, this K-Jack, you say he's pretty big, but my sword's pretty sharp. I'm sure he's still got it. What do you say? I and maybe a couple of my friends, we go take care of K-Jack.
Well, me and K-Jack used to be close, so maybe I go with you and we can just talk things over. He should just give it up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure he'll give it up, and we'll call it a services rendered. Perhaps we can negotiate payment later. You get your artifact. All this gets sorted out. Nice and neat.
And if you get cursed again, I'll be there with you.
K-Jack can curse people?
Oh, I don't know what he can do. It's been a long time.
Just in case maybe he's friends with them.
Mr. Fetch, could we borrow the Wayfinder's orb? Because Tomlin here has seen the artifact. We could use it to locate the artifact.
Expeditions may rent any artifact required for a small fee.
How much?
Thank you, Smiles.
That's such a cute smile.
It starts like she has like a gold coin. And she's doing the finger trick, and it's like rolling on her fingers because she's like,
I'm gonna borrow my abacus.
Yeah.
So first of all, I will say that you all do have like 1,000 coins of this currency. Like,
okay.
This was also like a 6-person crew that like went and did this, and seemed to be pretty good stuff. The fee shall be set at 100 gold per day for such a powerful artifact.
I'll look at the back at the rest of the party.
Stands out the
worth.
How long ago did K-Jack jacket?
Couple. Oh no, we don't know that.
How long? What?
How long ago did K-Jack jacket?
Oh, he jacked it about a few hours ago, maybe 3-4 hours ago.
Sweet. We probably won't even need the whole day. Let's fucking pitch it. Let's pitch it and get this done.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need this monopoly money if you're leaving anyway.
Hands the orb back.
Mm-hmm.
Please note, failure to return the orb within 24 hours shall lead to consequences.
Okay.
Please note, failure to return the orb within 24 hours shall lead to consequences. Please note, failure to return the orb within 24 hours shall lead to consequences. Please note, failure to return the orb within 24 hours shall lead to consequences. Please note, failure to return the orb within 24 hours shall lead to consequences. Please note, failure to return the orb within 24 hours shall lead to consequences. Please note, failure to return the orb within 24 hours shall lead to consequences. Please note, failure to return the orb within 24 hours shall lead to consequences. Please note, failure to return the orb within 24 hours shall lead to consequences. Please note, failure to return the orb within 24 hours shall lead to consequences. Please note, failure to return the orb within 24 hours shall lead to consequences. Please note,
Yeah, whatever you say, boss.
Maybe you should let
Okay.
I'll pay for an extra day up front so that we can
Alright.
be.
Mhm.
Failure to return the artifact in 48 hours shall lead to consequences.
late fees.
Mm.
Oh, there's
Is it
only
like a
consequences.
library book?
Yeah, that's what I was
Mm.
guessing.
I think
Wait,
they'll
you give things
send
back to
the.
libraries?
There's just like a glint of like metal flashes behind some of the feathers as like a dagger is just kind of quickly shown.
Oh,
He'll
that's
say-
so cute.
Retrieval.
Consequences, I get it.
Retrieval.
Ah, okay, sure. You will repo it from us. Got it. Appreciate the
Mm,
warning. Mm-hmm. So, fuck that. As, like, okay, so I guess you volunteered as Honguzi to help retrieve this.
What do you mean volunteer? This is gonna be good money.
Upon
Monopoly money.
retrieval of additional artifact, you shall also be compensated for that. As well, the consul shall be spoken to about additional complication fees.
Could we get it in gold? I think me and Amara both say at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. We were about to say the same thing.
Oh, our diamond.
Or diamonds, gems, or something similar.
Shall be discussed.
Mm-hmm.
We are travelers. We do not live here. Therefore, your currency
I know.
work on the surface. Actually, can I take a look? Is the currency made out of a precious metal?
No,
No,
it's made out of like bronze, like something like common.
Monopoly money. Okay.
It's essentially
That was a
it's
great. That was
it's
a great.
arcade coins.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, kind of. It's
like the
wow. We
stupid
sure did
coin.
have to make a civilization out of nothing. We don't have gold, so.
It's made out of like dried spider webs.
These calcified like
Chuck E. Cheese
dust and
tokens.
stuff. Yeah.
Well, hopefully after we catch this very large half orc that took your present orb thing, we can
What is the artifact?
get a room.
It's like a powerful abjuration orb. Pretty sure it projects a field of force of some kind.
Anti-magic.
Anti-magic.
Oh.
Oh, I can make that work.
Yeah, pretty dangerous in the wrong hands. So I kind of regret letting him walk out of here with it.
Affirmative.
Yeah, you know it's affirmative. Affirmative.
That's fine.
Okay,
Let's go.
well,
Get to searching. Sooner we mug this guy, the better.
Yeah.
let's go.
So how does
get
this
him.
thing work? Can I like knock on the?
Well,
Orb of-
I'm assuming because of my natural 20 earlier, I know how it works.
Yeah.
Know how to activate it.
Yeah.
I'll just, for flavor's sake, I'm gonna hold it up in my palm, and it's gonna just kind of hover just slightly off of my palm, and I'll activate it.
Okay. What item are you picturing that you've seen in person?
Oh wait, he has to have it.
Oh, okay, cool.
You hold it
Got
up,
it,
and
got it.
I'll. You hold
Yeah.
it. And I'll
There we go.
do the
Yeah,
thing.
I
Okay.
forgot that. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Weird.
All right.
I looked at
yeah.
my card.
Show
So,
me the orb of what was it called again?
I didn't give it a name, so it's okay. Yeah, you see a bright white light appears on like the south end of the orb,
Doesn't have a name.
just like
You okay?
heading south.
It just cracked me up really bad that I didn't have to know the name of it for it to work.
No, you have to see it. I've been like physically seen it.
Yeah.
Did happen.
Yeah. So I think we got to follow it now, right? That's anybody
Yeah.
need anything before we go?
No, you don't-
Bathroom break, snacks.
Snacks would be great, but we'll get
Mimosa.
that later. Mimosa.
Where's the best place for mimosas?
The council runs an excellent tavern. You should visit it. Spend all of your hard-earned coin there.
This is
Okay.
literally Monopoly the city. I love it.
Let's get mimosas first. Is that what we're doing?
Are we going
I
to
bet
munch
not.
first?
We can do that after. Can I leave this
Okay.
here? And he just like sets his barrel down.
Sure.
Hmm.
We're
It'll be
following
safe here.
This thing.
Unless the orc comes back. Then he might just take whatever he wants. I don't know.
Hmm.
Huh?
If he takes Throck's barrel, we riot. You don't want to see what I riot.
Understood.
No riot. Please.
Takes things a little literally.
Well, since you asked so nicely, we won't.
Huh?
Okay. Okay, so we got some following to do.
Great. So, yeah, you all begin walking through the enclave. As you follow the orb deeper and deeper, you recognize the kind of general area of the city you're going in, Tomlin, which is so there's a lot of different people that call the enclave home. Some of them, are powerful or mid powerful spellcasters who get that power from sources that are not asked about, because they do contribute to re-upping glyphs and going on expeditions. And so the kind of what they're warlocks of or what they are worshippers of is not brought up by the council, but it's common knowledge where they all live. So you're going there.
So this is kind of like the witchy part of town.
This is where the cults live.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Praise Sigmar. Sorry, I don't know.
Don't say that in this part of town.
Oh God.
Came in the wrong neighborhood.
All right, so let's maybe keep a low profile here. I'll tell everybody. I'll say he's a little sketchy. Even though we have like a floating orb that's like leading us down the street.
Yeah. So you all continue onwards. I mean, to all of you, it looks like pretty much the same thing, like just more of the same quiet and very empty city. But as you continue to follow the orb, and as you assumably get closer and closer, the like large white thing that you are following gets larger and larger till it starts to eclipse the whole orb. You see just out in the street, not really paying too much attention to the rest of the world. There is a large glyph in the center of this kind of like pretty rundown section of city. A couple people surrounding it, doing some kind of obvious ritual. Can I get a perception check from people here?
I also have the eyes. I forgot what it's called. The always on Eldritch Sight, detect magic.
Nice.
So me and Amara both
Love it.
do.
Yeah. I also had a natural 20 for my perception for a total of 31.
Amazing. All right. So here, and I'm going to put everyone down. So with the natural 20, so again, there is this small group of robed figures kind of standing around this arcane symbol, doing some kind of ritual. It would take an Arcana check to figure out maybe what kind. But Amara and Tomlin, you notice behind there's like a small kind of fountain that looks like basically it's like a triggerable thing like built into a stalactite. There's like some small pillars built around it to make sure, and with like a canopy to make sure it doesn't get crushed because it's important. You see K-Jack waiting, laying in wait, watching this ritual go down, and I'm just finishing up the map here that you all.
And you said an Arcana check, right?
Arcana check, yes.
I'll do that, and then I will switch over.
Oh, I was gonna make one too, but I don't think I need to.
Great.
That's pretty good.
Awesome.
All these green numbers popping up.
Sorry, can you ping where Kojak is again?
K-Jack is all the way kind of
K-Jack.
at the top of the map here.
Okay.
So natural 20. Yeah, this is 100% a ritual summoning like an infernal call. Some kind of like infernal entity is gonna come out of this. Just in general.
They're summoning a demon or a devil down there, y'all.
Missing our teeth. I don't see her.
Go ahead and Tomlin, roll me a intelligence check.
Okay, it's gonna say saving throw, but it's the same.
That's fine. Yep. Nope. This is not This is not normal. This can't be normal. Admittedly, you don't come around this part of town often. Is all I'll say.
With my nat 20, do I know if I am capable of counterspelling this?
I would say you would be like basically an opposed check with the head of the ritual if you cast it at the moment of the ritual's completion. Yeah, you can just do that.
That's probably what I will.
Are you going to communicate to the team that that's what you're going to do? Okay.
Are you sure we can't just fuck them up? Because I mean, like, I see like 4 guys in robes. I like hit one of them back of the head. That's it.
There's
Drops.
5,
but okay.
There's also
4 and a leader.
Hey, what if we just
They're breaking fucking legs.
what if they're just doing their thing and we just go talk to the orc guy?
Yeah, he is over towards the fountain, looking like he's about to ambush.
Maybe it's a good demon summoning ritual. You guys are assuming a lot of things.
I was just like it. Does this just happen? This is like a thing.
I'm just watching
Devil
until
summon.
this is casted while everyone is talking. So.
And also, I'm going to say, like, you guys are a bit away, but if you're going to approach, are you approaching stealthily? How so? What are you doing?
Oh, most definitely approaching stealthily. In fact, I'm going to be the most stealthy and cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
So
Great. So
I'm
that's
assuming
one person.
still a stealth check, though. No.
Yeah, apparently we're not gonna hit these guys. So Honguzi's gonna. Okay, yeah, this is gonna happen. So whatever. And yeah, I'm going to just fall back to plan mug the half orc, and it's way easier to mug people when they don't see you coming. So I also am stealth.
You know what? I want to try something if it's okay with you guys.
Yeah, please.
All right, I'm going to stick my hand up in the air. I'm going to say, "Hey, stop! Stop that! Stop what you're doing!" Stop.
Make a just straight up persuasion check.
Now everyone's hiding.
So real quick, how do you think this goes with a 13?
I mean, I at least get their attention.
Attention has been received, 100%. I agree.
And I obviously am like a reputable figure in the community.
Sure.
So I mean, I'm the only healer here. So I mean,
great.
yeah. It's like, hey.
Yeah,
Stop it.
and it's because of that. It's because of that reputation that they yell out, "This isn't your business. Move along."
All right, well, I'm gonna go talk to
Don't
my
attack.
friend then. Don't mind us.
Oh,
Come on, guys.
You don't have to say that. Oh, what? As your calls cover, except for Amara's is just completely blown. It's like,
It's fine, guys. It's fine. They said it's none of our business. Let's go. Let's go talk to the orc. I told you.
I would like to say that Throck was right beside Tomlin the whole time, not realizing that he needed to hide.
yeah.
I would like I would also like to say Amara does not go towards the half orc. She's going towards whoever looks like the leader because she's curious.
It's the person with the glowy.
You
sword.
guys wanted to hide or something. I'm sorry. I didn't. Where'd everybody go?
It's just like, I can assume I can like still see the half orc, right? And he's probably like kind of confusedly paying attention to this.
Not
now.
confused, angry. He doesn't seem like enthused to see the group of you and Tomlin here. And then as the like very non-subtle floating orb pointing directly at him is seen, he looks even less enthused.
I will approach him if possible.
Yeah.
Try
I
to
also
move
am
myself
do that.
for-
You all start to just start to approach Kajak in the middle of the street?
Yeah. I mean, we can't.
Yeah.
Subtlety is out of the window.
I'll try to
I'm
get-
still keeping
I'll try to
my
get
eye
behind
out on
him
this
invisible.
ritual, though.
Okay.
Somebody's invisible, so I mean, at least they got that
Mhm.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Sure.
I'm gonna try to get behind the half orc invisible if that's where we're all going. Then.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check now with advantage to get behind him.
Rob, is this
Mhm.
work ground underneath us? Like work stone?
So like there are little paths that are kind of beaten down into it, but most of it's just
Natural
stone.
20, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can
you
get
are-
as close
you are
to him.
silent as a whisper.
Stop stealing. Oh, good luck, man. Stop.
Yeah, I think
Listen, I
probably
needed some good luck today.
The old infernal calling. Hey, it's classic.
you're like one of them
These
mumble
guys-
like narc.
By the way, Rob, I do mean literally right behind him. Like
Cool.
if I was
Sure.
breathing.
I love it. With the natural 20, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
You know these guys? These you're part of your what you're doing these days?
No.
Oh, so you're just here to watch?
Sure.
Well, Fetch came by, and he's pretty mad about the whole you taking the orb thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
You still got it.
No. No
That's-
insight checks needed.
That's weird, because the magic orb that we have says that you have the magic orb that you
Must
took
be
earlier.
broken.
Oh man, that's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, your magic orb is broken.
Mm-hmm.
Could I-
So,
What do you?
like pickpocket the orb out of him,
Oh.
or if he has it?
You may attempt to, but first you're
I don't know
going
where
to
it
need-
is.
Yes. So first it's going to be an investigation check. So I'm going to say I'll let it be straight because you have a nat 20 stealth and you're invisible, but it's disadvantaged because again you're trying to like rifle through someone's pockets.
Yeah.
So go ahead and just make a straight investigation check.
Does that
Got
count? I was about to say, yeah, that does count as uncovering something. Yes.
I mean,
So-
you already have disadvantage and you can't
Yeah.
cancel that out. So it's a straight roll. no matter
Okay.
what.
Then let's see.
Not too shabby.
16.
16's okay. I mean, for you, it's not good.
No, that's literally I
you
rolled a
2. So it's. I will say that you'll probably be able to find it, but if you want to do so undetected, it's going to take you a little longer into this
That's
conversation.
fine.
So I'll give you kind of a
everybody-
hint,
Yeah, everybody except for obviously half orc dude is gonna hear in their head distracted.
including the cultists.
No. In the party, I mean, sorry, everybody in the
Okay,
party.
there we go. Okay, cool.
Distract him.
Hey, thank
I don't
you for
think
the
they'd be close
raid,
enough.
The accent surge.
Oh, Action Surge, welcome. The party is just thoroughly coming up and talking directly to a very surly half-orc barbarian while there's a summoning ritual happening in the middle of the streets of this very tense town. So this is fun. I'm having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, orb must be broken.
You want to come check it
Damn.
out? You seem multi-talented. So, I mean, paid a good chunk of money for this. Rather get our money's worth, you know.
Yeah, sure. Holds it up like as if you're gonna throw it to him.
I gotta look back because I'm not throwing the order. Yeah. Well,
K-Jack, what's the deal, man? Why? What do you need the orb for anyway? Like, are you not you're not helping the council out these days? You're working independent.
Well, I don't
Okay.
need that orb. You just offered.
I mean, hey, seems like a trustworthy guy. Look at him.
No, the other orb, the one you said you don't have. Where'd you leave it?
You said Fetch sent you?
Yeah.
Why don't you go send him a message? There's some people here don't like how things are going, and if council should have received a couple demands a bit ago, and if they want the rooms to stay up around the city, then they should probably respond to that letter. Yeah.
That sounds like a service you should be paying for.
That sounds like blackmail.
Exactly, like a service you should be paying for.
We prefer extortion.
Yeah, that one.
Exactly,
Sorry.
a service you should be paying for. And Hongozi holds his hand out.
I'm gonna make a quick roll. You get beamed in the forehead by a single coin from K Jack. Like a literal, like basically 1 gold equivalent of this town's currency just beams you in the forehead.
Rats. You give me that orb back, and I will tell him exactly what you told me.
I already paid for his services.
My prices just went out. I'm not gonna lie. Do not
Don't take that, Goosey. You're worth way more than 1 coin.
Oh, price went up?
Yeah.
Like, just like hold up.
Yeah, I was getting ready to catch this one. Like, yeah, it did.
All right, make an opposed. So go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Also, Rob, while he's doing that, any progress on finding the orbs?
As you see where he keeps his coin, that gives you a clue. So you see that it is on a bag, but it's right next to like his side. So it's going to be very difficult to like take this without any movement on him. Like, if that makes sense. Like, he's keeping it really close to him.
You know what? No, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to play with one of my favorite spells. And I'm going to use Phantasmal Force.
Is it coming out of invisibility? Does it cast a spell?
Yes, but I am still behind him.
Okay. I agree.
So I'm hoping this will make it so he's not immediately noticing me.
Mm-hmm.
But I need him to make a intelligence saving throw. First things first.
All right. What's your DC?
17.
Okay. So if I rolled a natural 18, then it would be bad for you.
So,
can
I?
You do have a nat 20.
So
I do. I do have a nat 20, and I think I'm going to use that if that's okay.
It's a save. So
oh no,
it's a save. Okay.
It's not.
Wait,
an
does
attack roll.
Rob have
it's
any
a
nat
save.
ones by any chance?
He doesn't. He has nat 20s and a nat 20 and a luck point. He has no nat ones.
Damn.
So Amara, make an acrobatics check.
Yeah. I wanted that spell to work because I had a really funny idea.
I believe you.
And I'll do it another time. But 29.
Okay. Here, I'll
She got
roll
some,
this one
she got some
above.
bonuses.
Yeah, I mean, he also has a plus 11 to this and athletics to do what he's trying to do. So that's a tie. So I give that to you as the player. But
Okay.
as you like feel, he almost grabbed you around the neck and basically just held you up with one arm. Okay, you have my message. This is
I'm mugging.
Could I react to that, sir? If he's going to grab me, could I like let him grab me so I'm getting closer and attempt to?
If you want to be grappled by this man, then yes, I will allow you to be grappled.
I say in quotations. I want him to get like as he pulls me in is when I like acrobatics my way out of it, so I'm closer to him. If that makes sense.
I mean, you're already like in like next to him on the combat grid.
I don't know how to word this correctly. like turn the grapple. Like he just attempting to turn it back on him with my dagger. Would that be like
Sure.
I didn't
Yeah.
word it the
Okay,
correct
here's what I will say.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like all of a sudden you'll want to just start a fight. So
Yeah, Honguzi's mad. He's gotten bait. Fuck this.
being twice my coin. So what I will say, go ahead and make another acrobatics check to break his grapple. And if you do so, you can give yourself advantage on your first attack, just for free. How about that? Does that sound like what you're?
That sounds about right. No. That's a 20.
So I will say, failing that, you don't get to do like that, but you do. You're not grappled. I will say you like.
Fantastic.
You're like, I'm gonna do this cool like juke,
attempt.
and then like his hand is like big enough to just kind of crush your head, and you're like, okay, maybe not. So I guess we're rolling initiative. It doesn't have to be a fight for everyone, but it sounds like some people at least are heading that direction.
This is a mugging.
Sure.
This is a mugging. I am taking. Honguzi might have forgotten what we're here for, and he's just going to rob this man.
I mean, he's rude at best.
I forgot.
I mean, he's definitely rude.
Well,
we didn't make a like kind person together here, Jamie. At least not to my understanding.
No.
Because I am
my
super
speed
low,
is that
I will be
great.
right back. Super low on the initiative order. I'll be right.
No worries.
Let me roll real quick.
what? Look at
Sure, I have
us.
mine.
Look.
Look at
And
it.
thus balance. Balance was returned.
I mean, it feels right. Like I'm sitting there, like, look, let's just talk about this.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
And they
Listen,
realize
Listen, I'll
what
be
kind of-
diplomatic and.
And then you hear like from the left, fuck this, this is a mugging.
Well, these guys are preoccupied summoning demons, so like I'm not even really worried about that.
Yeah, exactly.
They're gonna be busy with that for at least a couple rounds.
Yeah, see, you're thinking about right. I think.
Hey, Jasper.
Everything's
excited.
Great.
Straight dog.
So, Andra, you hear like you see the little grapple kerfuffle go on, and then you hear Honguzi say, "No, this is a mugging." How would you react to that?
Sigh heavily.
It seems fitting.
Yeah, just like a dramatic sigh, and I will blade song just in case somebody wants to get into my business, because that's a thing. And if something does want to get in my business, I will ready an attack action.
Great. Honguzi.
I
How
am
do you
getting
wanna-
it. I am getting in his business.
Okay.
And I'm going to ignite the sword and swing. First with a great weapon. I doubt that's going to hit.
It does not.
And let's try one more time.
As the way that it misses is that as you swing your sword, basically like will push his hand up against the smooth side of the blade and just push it away from him every time. Cute.
And yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Great. Proserpina?
Oh boy, here we go. All right. Sharpshooter.
So, just I'm gonna shoot him.
Great. So that will hit.
Get coffee while
For
we're-
Okay, if that hits, I'm going to pop Grasping Arrow.
Okay, great.
So
go ahead and
poison dip vines spiral around him, reducing his movement speed by 10 feet. He takes 5 poison damage, and unless he spends an action to remove them, if he moves, he takes extra piercing damage every turn.
got it.
So attacks 2 and 3.
Yes.
Just gonna go with normal longbow attacks.
All right. Okay. Currently, 20 will miss because of magical effects on him, but a 22 will hit. So he will take 9 points more damage. As again, you see those like magical tattoos, essentially embraces of unarmored defense.
Oh, that's so cool.
As manages to basically just like shatter one of your arrows out of midair with his like forearm, but the other two like hit in. I mean, like inconvenienced is a word I think of when describing how he feels about what just happened. Great. So is that your turn?
We're gonna hold. That's gonna be it.
Okay. K-Jack is gonna go. So you do get to roll 2d6 damage because he's going to shift his position ever so slightly here. Great. So he takes 3 more points of damage. And all of you see him reach down towards Amara, a familiar pocket, and extending a good distance away from him, about 60 feet, you would say. All of your magic items stop working. Any spells you had up go away. As you think maybe for some reason an anti-magic field is showed up. So yeah, that's, to about past this. Like, you see that ritual gone. So it's about to around like here on the map. That's not an exact thing, but it's a pretty good ways out. So that's his action, and then we'll start to just breathe deeper and just you got one more chance to just walk away. Amara, what's up? You don't have any magic.
Do I have my can I still summon my packed weapon?
Is that a magic?
Can
Can you do that
Not
innately?
entirely
Like
sure.
because you're a person? Were you born or like no, that's magic.
No,
my friend.
can't have that.
Unless it's psionics or like biological, it's magic.
Yeah.
Which means I can still do my racial abilities. Yay!
Yeah. Although the racial abilities allow you to cast it.
Hey.
I'm gonna ask. I remember you said that
Yes.
these Gith great swords are exceptionally well made. Are they magically exceptionally well made, or is it just that good?
Yeah, no, they're technically not magically that good. It is technically psionics, so it would not be affected, I will say, by the anti-magic field.
I guess I'm gonna go for the only play I can really make right now and attempt to snatch the orb away from him.
Okay, so that's going to be a sleight of hand check, disadvantage, because you're trying to basically reach within his attack of opportunity, and then athletics check from him. And he's raging.
Raging, yep.
So if you would like to try something else, go ahead.
I forgot he's kind of doing the ragey bit. I guess I'll just pull I don't have my backup dagger on me. She's never run into anti-magic before. So I guess bonus action going to insightful fighting.
Okay.
So wisdom against their deception.
Great. Go ahead.
Insight versus their deception, I mean.
Yeah, that succeeds.
Okay, so I can sneak attack him.
Yep. I mean, Honghuzi's also engaged with him, but yeah, if he wasn't, you could still as well.
It was more of a in case of movement. Could I ask Honghuzi to throw me something, a weapon, small weapon? Do you have a dagger or something, Honghuzi boy? Because she kind of doesn't carry weapons on her. That's what her
I
pack
think the
weapon
line
is.
you mean is "throw me something, mister."
So I will say, Honghuzi, it's either going to be a reaction to throw it so Amara can act now, or you're going to have to do it on your turn and Amara will have to hold her action or something.
Yeah, reaction. Toss.
Great.
I've got a
What do you-
dagger on me. I know.
You have a dagger in your hand now.
Fantastic. That's sneak attacks time then.
Great. Do it.
Where is my... I know I have a sneak attack thingy. Oh, but I don't have... this is not +1.
No, it is not. It is just a
No.
dagger.
It's just... Yeah, so that is only a +10.
25.
Yeah,
No problem. Still hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
fantastic. And then I roll...
With sneak attack.
Sneak attack. I found this awesome macro. It's just great. 2d6
You
plus...
do still need
this.
to roll the
Yep.
normal dagger damage.
Yeah. Wow.
Nice. 6 damage.
Yeah. Raging.
Mhm.
Damn it.
Hey, it could
Really
Yeah.
hasn't seemed phased by a whole lot going on so far, but yeah, he sure is getting hit.
I'm debating whether or not I want to chance the opportunity attack. I do have an AC of 18 because of mage armor, but I don't
You don't
have.
have mage armor up.
I don't have mage armor. I'm not moving
Mhm.
anywhere. I'm not
Cool.
going anywhere.
Great. Rock.
So Throck is devoid of magic. He's
Correct.
going to run up to this guy and then bite him.
Great. Misses.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, he's just gonna stay there and keep snapping.
Great. Tomlin.
Okay. Question. And if I need to make a check, let me know. Is the anti-magic field itself a magical effect? I know,
Technically,
right?
yes.
I know. right?
yes.
Like, what the hell? So I will, in that case, I will dash because I'm got little tiny dwarf legs.
Yep.
And I will get the hell out of there, and I'll
You got
say,
it.
I'll be right back. Seems like you got something to work out with my friends. And I've got
Great.
like 10 more feet of movement, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Go ahead
Yeah. I like it.
and All right.
Amazing. And
I
any bonus
say
action?
out loud, like, I begin to understand why you visibly don't respect him.
Any bonus action things, Tomlin?
No, I do want to. I am wondering though, since are his tattoos no longer in effect?
Yes. His tattoos and his hammer are not currently magical. They would do cool things, but he figured this was probably the better move.
Yeah, he's onto something.
He's right.
So
Great.
yeah, I'm done.
Anja.
Okay, so I just kind of need a real recap from my brain about what's going on here in this moment. There's an anti-magic field that's up, right?
That's the pink box.
The
Everything
pink
within the
box,
pink
yeah.
box, no magic.
Okay, how did that come up?
That's the artifact that Kajak is using to like blackmail the council
What we
Okay.
want.
And he
Yeah.
has the artifact
on his person.
on his person.
Correct.
He is surrounded by my friends.
Correct.
Okay. Like 3 of them, one of them a big old cracky boy.
Correct.
So, Anja would like to.
You want to go stab him? The raging barbarian? Want to go stab him?
No.
Oh.
Anja
Ooh.
would like to. I keep looking at OBS at that map about to like do my arrow, but that's clearly the wrong window. Hold up. No, don't move, Anja. Where was I? Here?
Yes.
I would like to. Amara's in the way. I would like to start huffing it, like charging this guy
Mm-hmm.
as he's surrounded by my friends, and do a dramatic jump into the air to reach out to grab the artifact in midair from
Okay.
this guy.
It's gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be either a sleight of hand or acrobatics. I could see
Uh-huh.
check versus his athletics.
Okay. So an acrobatics versus his athletics.
Uh huh.
Okay, cool. This is
Oof.
very dramatic.
It
But
is.
we're gonna do it. Y'all pray to Elistray for me.
Mhm,
I have
mhm.
no natties. Okay. You see her just like, and she's booking it for an acrobatics.
Yes. You rolled a 29.
No!
You rolled a 20, but that's a natural 20. I mean,
You the boss.
no, this game has been run by the rule of cool for so long that you have the artifact. That is your action. You have the orb in your hand.
I
and you are
have
now
it in my
next to it.
hand.
Yes,
I moved 25 feet. I have the
Mhm.
orb in my hand.
correct.
I have. I can't. Okay. I will take the attack of opportunity to just move a little bit more.
Okay, he's
Yeah.
going to use the attack of opportunity to grapple you, though.
Okay.
So if you
That
could
makes sense.
make an athletics or acrobatics check to not be grappled, because a grapple
Like,
check
I'm
can
gonna
be
wrestle
instead
this
of an
orc.
attack.
Like,
Mhm,
oh
mhm.
god, I'm not gonna get another nat 20 on this. Like,
I mean, this isn't to take the orb back; it's just to keep you from moving away. But
yeah.
he got a 22.
Okay,
So you are grappled.
yeah.
So you grab the orb and you try to rush away. No.
No.
And just just one giant hand keeping
Yeah,
you solid
He
next
just
to it.
grabs me around. I'm like, I have the orb.
Yeah.
I am footballing this.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
But I am now grappled by this guy. Okay, that is my turn.
Plus 11 he has. He's super
Yeah.
strong. He's so good at strength. This is the one thing he's good at, and he's
Yeah.
still got it. Amazing.
Okay.
Okay. Hanguzi, please.
I'm gonna yell, Anja, hand off. and
I'll say, Andrew, you could use your reaction to hand it off if you want. Okay, great.
and
Hey, good news, Anja. The grapple on you goes away then,
Yeah.
as it gets handed off.
I'm gonna hand it
yeah,
off.
I'm gonna start booking it. I'll take my action to disengage.
Great.
I've got 35 feet. I am going to gamble that he can only go so fast.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And as I yell back, fuck you, dickhead. And
Rob, did
Amazing.
you expect your game tonight to be football?
I really did not.
Okay.
All right. This is interesting and fun. This is going ways I didn't expect it. This is fun. So that's you, Hanguzi.
that's me.
Great. Proserpina.
Okay, because Honguzi moved, does that move the area effect for the
Oh, yes,
Anti-magic
it
field?
does. Good call. Good catch.
Thank God. Are we still
So,
in the?
Yes.
I think
60
you are.
Damn it.
Moved that.
So
I
if,
didn't
if
move
you're
that.
within 60 feet of Hanguzi, yes.
Oh well, so
Yeah. This is not an exact
Okay.
box, but you get the general
pretty
gist.
good, yeah.
It's most of the map. This is a powerful thing.
Wait a minute, Rob. I have an idea. What if I give myself a 60-foot aura?
Hey, thank you. Wow, wait. Yeah, that's a great idea. Great. All right. So yes, Proserpina, what are you up to?
okay. Well, that takes Plan A off the table for right now. I'm gonna stay put.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna shoot the fucker.
Great. Make 3 attacks.
Sharp shoot, sharp, sharp, sharp. Come on.
Might need to set the aura to where everyone can see it.
I think it might just be roll 20 not liking huge things.
Yeah, I can
Should
see
we?
it, so I can let people know if they. Right now, literally everyone on the map is in it. So, hit. So 2 hits.
Mhm.
So 35. So that'll be 17 damage to him total. Great. As started to taking 60 damage so far. Not bad. Anything else for you, Proserpina?
I look back. Goosey, you keep moving. We'll hold him off.
All right, great. let's test that, because while
Yeah,
he does
no.
have 10 feet of reduced movement, he does have 10 extra being a barbarian, which means he has exactly the 30 feet he needs to get to this square.
Oh, fuck.
Bitch.
So 3 of you do get attacks
so-
of opportunity. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Whatever you would like to do.
I have Sentinel, is what I would like to say. So
Oh, nice.
and Throck
That
remembering his
is
scimitar.
clutch. Go ahead
I
and
would
make an
also
attack.
like-
Ooh, but that does not hit.
God.
I would also like to say I was gonna.
That
attempt
was-
to
Oh,
grapple.
You know what? I'm
Yes.
going to use a nat 20.
Oh yeah. Roll
What we use it for.
another d6
Okay.
This is what we do it.
for that crit damage.
Why?
Oh, I didn't even remember you had Sentinel. That is important. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
So 5 points of damage, but the damage is not what's important
I-
here.
I have a question, Rob.
Yeah. Mhm.
Because he's not technically moving, do the rest of us still get up?
The
Okay.
opportunity attack. He has to be moving for him to get Sentinel.
Yeah.
So you do get still out
Okay.
opportunity
Okay.
attacks.
Yeah, no, let's check.
I
these
was gonna
opportunity
s-
attacks.
If it
Could
didn't
I
count as
trade
movement,
my attack for a grapple attempt?
Yeah.
And I can
Go ahead
use
and make-
acrobatics to
it ha-
grapple. correct?
no, not to
No, it
make.
has to be
It
athletic.
has to be athletics to like
Oh, I am
initiate the
not.
grab.
Never mind. I am no longer
can't-
doing that.
Unless you can somehow explain how you acrobatically grab someone and prevent them from moving, that I'm interested.
Well, actually, I
Unless
could.
you're a monk. Like if you were a monk, I would argue.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or a
No,
luchador.
I could technically, because I've thrown people bigger than me, and I'm a decently big dude. I would like to, as he goes to run,
Mm-hmm.
hook my foot in front of his ankle, and then also at the same time grab his arm and attempt to spin him, so he kind of like trips up a little bit and ends up like in a chokehold almost.
So even though you're like using his weight against him, that's still athletics to me, because
That
you're like
is.
pulling and moving his like momentum. That's
Can
not
I was
acrobatics,
trying to,
that's
I was trying to
athletics.
redirect his momentum.
Right,
Yeah.
but that's still like you have to like be able to do that. Like that requires
fair
strength mostly.
Could I?
Okay. I would say here, I will allow you to make a strength acrobatics check.
So you have your proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
And yes, what
So
was
that would
one thing?
be a plus
You can actually
4.
change it on the sheet if I'm not mistaken. To what?
I'm just gonna
Okay.
roll it.
It takes a little bit.
Mhm.
You gotta go into
Um,
one little thing.
So, Anjo, what were you saying?
I was gonna use my reaction to assist with the grapple.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do it with advantage, so that way you
Okay.
both have advantage. See, it's fair.
I'm just gonna do that. 19. I have a -1 strength.
Well, he did get a 30.
Yeah.
A natural
Just
19.
a
Oh no! But because of Sentinel,
What a
he does not get to move closer.
Mhm.
So first thing he's gonna do is turn to the cultist. And he's going to say, if you don't want the Seldarine to point out how you've just failed to up your part of the glyphs with your little whatever, I would suggest stopping the half-drow.
Fuck you! I'm leaving.
As seems like you in a weird way made him initiate his plan of extorting these people as well, but just on a different way. And will pull out his hammer and is going to make some swings on you, Throck, because you're the one that stopped him from moving with your big self.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 26 to hit. And that's a 20
Okay.
to hit.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So that will be a total of 32 points of damage
Okay.
from those 2 hits. And I need you to make or nope, it's not magical stuff anymore, so we don't get that stuff. And yeah, that's gonna be his go for now. I'm now going to roll. He rolled actually pretty good. I just rolled 2 natural 20s in a row for the initiative for the cultist things here, so don't mind that. Great. So they're gonna go at some point, spurred on by extortion and the such. Amara.
Amara. Ooh. I'm gonna bonus action disengage. And I'm gonna continue moving until I feel that there's no, like, I'm assuming I can feel that I can't cast magic.
Oh,
I'm gonna continue moving until I feel like I can cast magic, which I'm gonna put myself like somewhere, like, I don't know, behind this fountain. Or there.
Yeah,
That works.
you're out. You're out. You're out. You're out.
Yep.
Okay. And then
here is when you're out. So
okay.
Anywhere further out than that.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
going
then
to.
what?
Oh, that's a question. If I shoot something in, is it going to immediately go?
It will cease to be magic, but
no, instantaneous. So that was something I was gonna say. Because the way the packed weapon works, it's an instantaneous effect. It would lose its ability to like be magical, but I would still summon it.
I will say if you summon your packed weapon and then go in, it will become like a normal weapon, but it will not disappear, is what I will rule.
Okay. That's what I was going to ask.
So,
except I'm not actually going to move in because she's going to summon her saber and it's going to come out for a sec. And then it's going to, as it's coming out, instead of morphing into the saber like it normally would, it morphs into an ornately strung bow and she's going to shoot. Because she has improved packed weapon.
Great. Go ahead. Do you get 2 attacks, right?
No, that is
Oh, that's another invocation you didn't take.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, go ahead and make an attack.
No, she's more of a spellcaster type Pact to the Blade Warlock.
Understood.
It just so happens Pact to the Blade worked really well.
29 will hit. Yeah. Hey, having plus 11 is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Sneak attack still because he's still my insight target.
Yep. And also you have 2 allies next to him.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that only counts for melee, I thought.
Nope.
Yeah,
Oh.
sneak attack.
Not at all.
That goes to
Also
show how
make
much.
sure you click
Also,
the
why
bow.
did it? I did. Oh, it was waiting on me to tell me whether it was a public roll or not because I never turned that off.
So 7 points of damage total to him.
Yeah.
Nice. Little bit by bit, you gotta take down a barbarian somehow.
And,
Great.
Let me just like not have that whisper. Let me turn whisper toggle on. There we go.
No problem. Any oh no, you bonus
That
action
was
summoned it
bonus
in
action.
movement. So unless you're moving back in, that'll be your go. Yeah.
No, how much movement did I use?
Like I'll say 20 feet.
I'm gonna move 10 more feet away.
Cool. Throck.
So am I still in the magical field?
Yep.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Like where Amara is, you have to be like at least 10 feet away from that to get out.
So I'm just going to take another swipe with my scimitar at him.
Great. That hits for 3 points of damage. Woohoo!
Yay.
I mean, listen, he's pissed at you, not gonna lie. Like, he is really, really not enthused about you.
Word.
Not at all. Anything else from you?
Nope. Just gonna look kind of scared a little bit.
Okay.
Realizing the situation I'm in.
Your fear is noted by him. Tomlin.
Since I'm back in the funk.
Yeah, you are. What is that? 30 feet from the outside.
There's one square on the map where you're not in.
Yeah, this square right here, over here, which is 30 feet away. Do you have 25 movement?
Yes.
You are 5 feet away from being out of this, or
I would like to. Can I prepare a spell, or prepare my action, or ready an action to cast a spell if I, at any point between now and my next turn, am out of the.
100%. I will also say, yeah.
I know that I'll lose the spell slot even if I don't cast it. So.
Totally, no problem. All right. So, I know in the order it says Drow boss, but this is like the cult head. It's just the tokens that I have ready. So, you see, they're gonna look apprehensive.
I'm leaving.
Yeah. And will. I think what they're gonna do, because you yell out that you're leaving. and will just kind of like nod at you. Go ahead and make a persuasion check, Halmuzi.
Okay. Come on. Dice, please. Oh boy.
So he rolled a 17. So they're a lot more scared of him than you at this current moment. That can change as checks happen, because this is also half social encounter essentially for where these people go. So this drow is going to, or not drow, this cult leader is going to rush up and just get up next to you, Honghuzi. Not powered by magic, but does still have a pretty while non-magical at this time, pretty wicked looking sword. Honghuzi.
Mine's bigger.
It sure is. By a lot, to be honest.
And I do have a reaction this time, and if he's gonna swing, I'll swing first.
He used his action to dash.
I see.
Because he was like 40 feet away from you.
Right.
What are you doing, Honghuzi? It's your go.
Like I did say I was leaving, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna straight dash. I've got 35 feet base, so in this direction and presumptively off the map, because I'm just gonna keep looking, because I am gonna keep looking at.
The leader is going to make one desperate grapple attempt against you. As a reaction.
Can I use my reaction to smack him in the mouth for that?
It is technically an attack, so yeah, I'll say so. I'll allow it. That's dope as hell.
And this... No. Yep, I'm going to Great Weapon, because he gonna learn. Roll. There we go.
22 will definitely hit.
For 28.
It should be because is the fire effect magical? Actually, no, is it? It isn't it?
No, it's just
great.
Well,
so it'll be 25 because you don't have the +3. Or no, you do, because it's the silent thing. That's what I literally said earlier today. Great. So 28. So it's a DC 14 con save to get what he's doing. So they have a +3 because they're not, proficient in con saves. So I'm just going to do this above the board.
Sure.
Oop, or just completely roll type the wrong thing.
Humongous.
Passed a 6.
There we go. Oh. Rolls a 6 as you smack him with your sword and just completely loses his attack.
And then I'm going to keep booking it, and I presume go off the map, because 35 plus 35 is 70.
Understood. So we're gonna kind of like cinematic mode this here. It's because first of all, Honghuzi, are you gonna even try to like turn this orb off as you run through the city? Because if not, we have some fun things to talk about.
That's like once he gets like 70 feet away and around the corner, he'll start like trying to. How fuck do I even? Like he'll start attempting, like in between looking up to see is the orc actually running me down though.
All right, gotcha. So what do you all do in reaction as you see Honghuzi booking one? Is your plan to just keep fighting him? What are you casting?
That's what I was ready for.
You held.
I will cast suggestion on
what
this
do you
guy.
Suggest?
I say, hey, why don't you just come back to the healing hall and we'll talk about this, Mr. K. Jack. Sorry.
What's your DC?
It is 16 wisdom save.
15.
Yay! Come on back to the healing hall. We're gonna talk this over.
Okay.
As soon as we get there, he will no longer be under the effect of the spell.
So you all see like very clearly the magic flash across K-Jack's eyes. You all know kind of what the suggestion spell is and does. Are any of you going to attack? And
Like this, he seems like he has it.
great. So
Reason to attack, yeah.
great. So yeah, you all begin to walk back
Most
very
of you all have
calmly.
this-
Just
Except
So-
for our
Yeah. Mhm.
please stay away.
So,
come here.
Hanguzi, if you could just go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Sure.
So normally, I don't punish failure too bad and natural ones too bad, but there's a chance to fumble here. Just as a note.
Understood.
Cool.
Hmm.
But that is not going to risk it. As you kind of like focus on the orb a good amount, you feel like the aura go away. You just silently like celebrate with yourself.
Yeah.
Um,
And then, like I'll kind of like look around. Like, fuck, I don't. Where am I?
So, as you all are walking back in Honghuzi, you can join back in whenever you would like. Just kind of make yourself known.
Yeah.
He's suggested to follow, but can say and do whatever he wants. Really, K-Jack is gonna like turn to you, Tomlin. So do you like how everything's going here in the city? Think they're doing a good job?
I mean, it feels like progress is not exactly being made constantly, but you know, I don't get a lot of. I just hear what people tell me when they wake up from their comas. So, you know, I don't exactly have the best information. Why are you doing all of this? For lack of a better word, terrorism.
Harsh, but possibly fair. Because this is the only way that council, who won't even show their faces around this city, will listen to anything. Now, to be quite honest, I don't give two fucks about the Seldarine and their goddesses and whatever. But they actually have ideas of how to do more than just scavenge for scraps. Connect with the surface. I don't think anyone even knows we're down here. And the council seems perfectly fine with that.
I'm gonna yell. Can I yell back from like
Yeah.
a distance? Because I'm like I absolutely am actually intimidated by this large man.
We're
Wait, you mean
walking,
like-
so you could probably catch back up with us.
Do you mean like the Selderin's edge?
Well,
Like that Seldarin?
I mean, some of them call themselves that.
Like drows? Like drow women?
Mostly, yeah.
Matriarchal?
Mostly.
Oh,
I know those guys. We know those people back home on the surface.
Yeah,
There.
they said they have some connections up there.
We're bigger. They don't run this city. They don't run our city. We do,
Like you personally?
after a fashion. I know people.
We're
Wait.
actually
The Fangs of Captolo. Nobody
yeah,
crosses them.
members of the Fangs of Kepler.
Haven't heard of them down here.
Yeah, that makes sense. They wouldn't tell you about the real shit. They don't know nothing. They couldn't get
Are
you
you-
what you need.
You all with Hareen's lot then?
Matter of fact, yes.
There's a slow
Yeah,
pause.
kind of. Yeah, we can really.
There's a lot of really confusing like dialogue going on from Amara right now, by the way. She's kind of losing it. Like the fact that somebody else has mentioned Hareen now.
Mhm.
This is getting a bit weirder. I'm not gonna lie. Listen,
Thank you.
again, I couldn't care less who is really in charge and whatever gods they worship. I don't know if you all noticed, but this isn't exactly the best place to live. Now, a lot of it's for safety, but I don't know. Part of me just doesn't trust it. And when I don't trust that kind of thing, it's got to fall down somehow.
Yeah, well, hey, man, you can always try again. Like once we hand this thing off, we're done.
Yeah, once you hand it off to the people who are running this city the way that, only benefits them.
Hey, man, that's business.
Well, is there maybe, I don't know. It's not my place to say. Maybe you guys can come to an agreement, you and your people. Well, I guess if the council never shows their face, then you never can talk to them, really. So.
Right. Can't trust that.
Yeah, it's pretty sketchy.
They just send that little bird man around and delivers all the messages, and that's it. That's all we know.
You don't think it's just the bird, do you?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
Listen, that little guy's sneaky as all hell, but they can't run a secret cabal.
I've seen weirder. I'm just saying.
I guess.
I don't think he's got it in him.
Neither do I personally, but
that dagger's not that sharp.
What do your patrons propose as a way to transition to power? I mean, there's
the main thing
bloodshed, and I don't.
Well,
that's.
I want 200 gold up front.
If whoever runs this council actually cares only about the survival of everyone in this city, and we said what we were going to say and had the means to back it up, then they would either reform and start to try and contact the surface using our connections and trying to make a better situation than what we have down here, or they wouldn't, and they'd be exposed for being the selfish lot that they are.
What about you guys? You could contact the surface for him, right? Like, could you guys going back there?
Yeah, we're not sticking around.
Not soon.
Oh, well.
We're going to be down here for a minute.
I'm just spitballing.
Hunhuzi, why are you making this difficult? We want to go to the hotel and drink and take a bath.
Listen, I'm
sorry that I'm inconveniencing you all.
I got kind of hot and bothered. Like, what am I supposed to do? Not rob the guy? Disrespecting me in the street?
Well, you robbed him. Now give it back to who it belongs.
I don't see it. I don't see that bird. I don't see that bird around here.
Just give it a second.
I'd like to say that I'm all for deposing selfish, for lack of a better term, assholes. I mean, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm not exactly one to leave people in what might as well be slavery. If you really think about it, they don't even have currency they can use outside of... They don't have currency they can use outside of the city. They're stuck here if they want to be able to continue to survive. It's practically a prison.
Making a lot of sense for someone who doesn't use their mouth.
Sorry, I couldn't think of a better word to put it that way. But
okay, listen, you want to do it like that? I want 200 up front. Empty them pockets. 200?
Since they're a neutral party, why don't we have them hold on to this orb for the time being until we can get some kind of...
as long as they promise not to take it outside of the city for now.
That's... I mean...
I promise. You look at this girl and you just know she is incapable of lying.
How about this?
Okay.
We'll go back to your little, what do you even call that place? What happened to you?
Hall of Healing.
You used to fight? You used to, like, kill stuff in adventure. Like, what happened to you, Tomlin?
I could still kill stuff.
Wait a minute. Did he have like an actual house? Is he respectable?
Yeah,
Damn.
like just a dude, cool. Like he saved my life. Who knows
like
how many times?
thaumaturgy, like make the ground shake and be like, I can still do cool stuff.
You could do that when we met you. That's not impressive.
I'm gonna pat Tomlin on the back. That's really cool. You're right.
Like not mentioning that you could just do that innately as a tiefling.
Yeah, no.
Thank you.
Why don't we hole up in your Hall of Healing? I'll send him runner out and grab some of my associates, and we'll talk some stuff out.
Yeah, well, if we could also maybe get a representative from the council there, then maybe we could have some negotiations. Is my
I don't think that's how the council works, and I think you know that.
Yeah, you're right. They're really sticklers for not
Yeah,
listening.
and think of one time they've bent a rule, please.
But I mean, we could
What,
get
like you can't even
Clef.
bribe
Maybe
him?
we just talk to Cleft. I mean, isn't that his name? It's-
Can you
Oh,
bribe? Can you not bribe the
Fetch.
council?
Sorry.
I mean, you can bribe some of the like town guard, but the actual council, if they find out, no.
Bullshit. Fuck this.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know what they're doing here.
Hell kind of government isn't corrupt.
I don't know. I really don't know. Really don't know what's going on. So you all enter into the Hall of Healing. He's not under the like suggestion spell, but he's still here, and this is where he wants to be.
Gotcha.
Well, since we're here, we all kind of roughed each other, or some of us got a little roughed up. You all did all right. Take some time.
That. If you guys want, we can take a short rest, or I can just heal us all.
I'm okay. I didn't use any spell slots. I didn't get hit. I just did a.
Good.
You know, this is why
I
I
think he's
took
the only one that's
recreational
hurt,
sports
right?
in high school.
The orc is hurt. Is anyone else hurt?
I don't.
It's
I don't
Rock.
think so.
Rock.
Throg pulls up his
Oh, no,
bloody
yes, go.
arm.
Yeah, the multiple like heavy bruises from getting hit by a warhammer.
Gotcha.
So while Tomlin tends to some people's wounds, does anybody have something that they would want to like go and do either with the group or alone?
So we're not turning in for the night. We're like waiting for some.
It's a bit of a downtime period. I don't if you have something you want to do during the night, let me know.
Hong Huzi's gonna try and like
This is
do
like
a little bit of
work
work to
thing.
Gotcha.
actually physically like obscure the orb on his person so that it's not like immediately obvious that he's got it.
I still have that iron box.
Oh,
They're gonna
yeah.
want that back too, if they are still in power by the end of the week.
Well, for now, we can keep it from prying eyes.
Good to know. Well, kind of like starts writing on a little note. Shouldn't be too long, and we'll plan how to overthrow a government maybe. And with that, we will pan out of the Hall of Healing and move upwards in the city. We pass lots of like spiral staircases going up to different like larger sets of the spires where different people are living. Not everyone lives kind of on the ground level, and we get to the very top of the kind of mirror plateau, and we see Fetch just walking straight up one of these spires with spider climb just in the shadows, just kind of the shadows also just following him a little bit in just like a slightly unnatural way, and then kind of stand in front of a large just looks like piece of stone, but as Vetch just starts parroting back a lot of conversations. We hear Tomlin's voice, we hear the whole group's voice, like we're counting a lot of what was said in the Hall of Healing. we pass through the stone doors into a small kind of obsidian council chamber, and we see the small group of Illithid listening to Fetch and nodding. And that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
That's why it was psionics.
Thank
Rob,
you. Yeah.
I had one thing I was gonna do before, like,
Yeah.
because you said we had a little bit. I'm walking the perimeter and ritual casting alarm.
Oh, that's fine. So yes, and that's where we will end tonight's episode of Revenge of the Gith. Thank you all so much for showing up. And thank you so much to our wonderful guest, Jamie, for joining us so far. It's been an absolute delight to have Tomlin try and put some pacifism into this game.
Yeah, we'll just walk past them. There's so many demons.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Hey!
Listen,
Another
that
day in the
demon-
neighborhood.
That demon was part of the defense network of the city.
Hey, think of it like this. They summoned it eventually. That happened.
Eventually they might, yeah. Great.
Great. Awesome. Well, everyone, thank you for coming and showing up. It was great. This was all great. Getting that final follow with critical misses coming in there hot. Thank you. That puts us, we're at 119 more followers into a deck of many things now. So keep them coming, my dears. But thank you everyone for coming. It was great. Thank you, Jamie. Of course, thank our cast. Thanks everyone who gave biddies and subs. I think it was mostly just subs today. And the donations, of course, from German. And don't worry, German, your donation will
it's
come
in the
through.
notes.
It's in the planes. You just have to tune in to see it. As far as the rest of the week goes here on the channel, you can catch us again tomorrow morning. We have more 5e goodness with the world of Ashenfell. Which I myself am also playing in it, as well as a couple other people that you might have seen in chat. Friday, you can catch me over at Encounter Roleplay for our Defiant finale, Power Play. Yeah, we're also political bullshit there. Saturday, we have Emberwind in the morning, and then next Wednesday, we're actually off from Revenge of the Gith. It is Christmas week. We will have Dragonstone, but we will not have Revenge of the Gith for another 2 weeks. So just kind of remember that going forward. And yeah, that's us. That's the channel. That's what's going on. Join the Discord because we will be casting very soon for our new Expanse RPG that will be happening on Thursday nights. So I think Thursdays. It's either Thursdays or Saturdays. We're still trying to figure it out between me and my cute husband. But that's happening. So, yeah. So everyone else, please tell us where we can find you on the internet and all that good stuff going backwards and around to the circle ending with Rob. So, Obi, go ahead, fam.
Hey. That was me. I am Obadiah. You can find me on Twitter at Jossa Dyson. And you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Shinobi, where on Tuesdays I will be streaming Devil May Cry 5 because we got Virgil and the storm. It is approaching. But on Fridays, you can still tune in, watch me run Hades Hell Mode because I'm not done winning, Dad.
Hi, I'm Ember. I've got my OBS working finally. I plan on streaming on Fridays. I'm going to be streaming whatever catches my fancy on Fridays. I want to kind of do more of a variety stuff and things. Currently, I'm nowhere else on the internet. I do not exist. I am a lie. I'm just a image on the screen. Other than that, I have to jet because I have work. So I have to leave.
Oh, okay. Just
like
your camera is gonna please. Oh God, my camera.
I know. I'll leave it up
seconds.
for now.
Okay.
I'll leave it up for now.
Okay.
But I have to go.
Of course, absolutely. So everyone, go through this. Thank you.
All right, everyone. I'm Robin Shadle. You can find me all over social media as Robin_Shadle. I'm not anywhere else online because, well, I just turned in the final proof copy and edits to my publisher for my first novel. So that is coming out in a couple of months. The next couple of weeks on the website, which is linked in the chat, I should have either a preview or a prologue short story that will set up the novel coming out pretty soon, so that way to get people excited. But that's March 9th is when it's released.
I'm so excited.
Hi, I'm Montana. You can find me at Montana What on Instagram and at Montana What 2 on Twitter. And yeah, nothing with me so far. Probably gonna start something in the new year, but that's still in talks. But you're gonna be looking out for that.
It's jammy.
My
Yeah.
last. Oh, or I'm next. All right.
Mhm.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. And I think I'll be back for the next time to wrap up this little part of the adventure.
Yes.
Um, I like to throw. Sorry if I threw too much of a wrench into things with my pacifism.
No.
Uh, I would say the only place you can find me really is on the Discord. So if you are interested in some of the homebrew stuff that we're using on this channel, like the Shadow Pulse spell and the Warden class, I authored a lot of that with the help of Val and some other friends. So you can join the Discord, get in touch with Jammy or Ask Val, and if you want some like early access to that, eventually I want to publish it. Probably going to be happening in 2021 because I got a lot of stuff going on during the holidays. Thanks.
Great. And I was your GM for the evening. You can find me as Rob B. Rolling on Twitter or Twitch. I will be doing my own solo streaming pretty soon in 2021 here. But anywhere else, you can find me on the internet at this time tomorrow in the evening, an hour earlier than normal. You can find me on the Dice Tyrants channel playing Aether and Steamworks, an amazing system made by an amazing human being. A lot even started in the chat here. As well, you can find me part of the Not Quite Heroes podcast, where a 5e and right now Quest actual play RPG podcast, doing all sorts of cool stuff, some of which I may or may not be involved in. It's super exciting. Come check us out at NQH Podcast on Twitter for all our links and stuff. And yeah, that's me for now. Super exciting stuff.
Yeah, all right. And with that, we're going to go show some love over to our friends at Starlit Day who are also playing some 5e goodness. So with that, everybody wave. See you next 2 weeks. Bye.